on GOG and Epic.
True.
What is Prime free loot? Where did that come from?
They've
I want
had it
free
for
shit.
years. They've had it for
Yeah, they
years.
had.
On Twitch, there's a button at the top of your browser tab there that is like a crown, and you click it. It's Prime Gaming benefits, and if you have Amazon Prime, you get free shit, including lots of free games.
You link your Amazon account to your I think you had to link it to your Twitch, for you to gain it.
You also get one free channel sub a month, which I've been giving to dear Veto here.
Oh, this sounds really complicated and unnecessary.
It's probably a post-game kind of thing.
Does Prime give you free Nitro?
No.
No.
Okay. I was on Google's Nitro plan, and apparently you can't boost servers while you're on Google's Nitro plan.
Weird.
Realized there was a Google plan.
I
right.
didn't either. I
had no idea. But since everyone is... Go ahead.
I know that Google has an Audible plan, which is weird as fuck, but okay.
All right, so since everyone
That
is
is
here...
weird as fuck, considering Audible is an Amazon service.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Welcome everyone to session 15 of the Hellfire Club. Thank you for joining us tonight. A quick reminder before we recap, we have no game next week. We will take MLK Day off because someone has a conflict.
I'm celebrating the great man Martin Luther King Jr. I think you all should do the same. Take some time to reflect.
We could all celebrate by playing a game together.
Try again, Drew.
It's inauguration day, and he's worried there's going to be a mass black swan or false flag or something like that, so he's taking the day off.
That's definitely
actually, I got plans to storm the Capitol again.
Oh my
damn
goodness.
J6er. All right, enough of that. But yeah, next week off. So let's get down to business tonight. Last session, as you all will recall, you had cleaned up the outside of the bandit camp, but not ventured into the tunnel because of Gad's warning. He had come out yelling about the goats being people. Nimnil and Ellendir had started to gather supplies, fashion some traps. Everyone got a rest. Everyone was waking up for their rest. Nimnil had turned in. Gad was making his way over to Ellendir, and Ellendir, a bit uncharacteristic for Ellendir. He was pretty to the point. He was serious about getting those traps installed, even though he had seen that he was being watched by some kind of horrid goatman-looking aberration from the cave that backed into the cave after it looked at him. He approached the cave with his traps, and as he came around the corner, he was charged and rammed from within the cave. A fight ensued. You all took that goat man alive. He's tied up back at the bridge in another plane of existence now because you all entered into a battle with one Velkin Aranis, the drow that Gad had seen turn a familiar-looking red-headed naked dwarf into a goat, a red-haired goat. I believe he told a couple of you that he was convinced it was Grog. And, Velkin, he tried to have a little bit of villain banter, but you all didn't have it. Gad really had a hard-on for that drow. And y'all...
I was going to bite off his.
Y'all really tried to go after him. Eventually, you were putting up a good fight, though he was getting some pretty nasty blows in as well. You all made your way, or he disengaged and ran through a north passage out into a large opening, like clearing outdoor space, and began chanting loudly in some kind of ritual. A few of you slowly made your way out there. Runes, some kind of magic circle started to glow on the ground around him. Eventually, Gad made it out there as you all were still throwing blows at that drow while he chanted. And Gad charged him. I'm not sure if the Leroy Jenkins was in character, out of character, but there was a Leroy Jenkins.
I was
And
in character.
and once Gad had made it to melee range, was basically up against the drow, about to hit him, a portal opened, and Gad and Velkin Aranis both vanished before everyone's eyes, except Veto. I think Veto was stuck in a doorway at the time, trying to get outside. Slowly but surely, everyone went and jumped into that portal that opened. Elandir was a little hesitant, I think, but once all his friends jumped off the bridge, he did too. Good man. And a red-haired goat made an appearance, and Veto finally squeezed through the doorway and chased the goat in. All of you disappeared, time. What's up? Someone had a comment. So time and space seemed to contort in a kaleidoscope of dizzying color, and as everything started to settle, you all realized that you were back at the bandit camp, except you slowly became aware it seemed to be an illusory replica of the bandit camp, and that you were in some kind of 20-foot by 20-foot space. Nimnil, on the other hand, not having his pickle, though someone else found the pickle, was sitting in some kind of like spectator or judge's box in an arena, like walls of energy, mist surrounding it. Everything was very strange, and a voice that you all came to know as Velkin, began to kind of taunt you all. The stopper in the flask opened, and Velkin basically beckoned you all out of the flask, stating that if you stayed in there, you'd be trapped for eternity, and if you wished your freedom, you would come out and fight. So everyone slowly but surely exited the flask, willing themselves out through the top. I'm not sure how Veto did it, but he did it just like the rest of you, even though it was clearly some form of magic. And you all, what's up? Magic's not real, of course. And you all found yourselves standing in the fighting pit, the small arena that Nimnil is sitting in that box above, kind of overlooking. While you're sitting there, Gad takes that jade pickle in his hands, realizing that he can attune to it, and he does. The attunement, Nimnil no longer has the attunement. It is attuned to Gad, and with that switch of power, a nuisance surge of wild magic set out across the fighting pit. And to quickly recap that as well, Gad took a burst of radiant damage from that. Mushrooms have sprouted in a 5-foot radius around Veto. Illusory butterflies and flower petals are fluttering in the air around our red-haired goat friend. Elandir feels advantage, Doc feels charismatic, Nimnil feels healthy, and Hope feels healthy, resilient even. And that brings us to the present.
Am I in Albert with you guys?
You are. Hang on a sec.
You were.
Well, I think I was, and I just ruined
You
it.
were, yeah.
I soiled it. 1 second.
Sold it.
Okay, we just can't see anything right now.
Now you can. Can you?
No.
No, you can't. Yes, he can. Okay. Oh, Farcon can't for some reason.
No.
Okay.
No, I can't either.
If you refresh your page, you should.
Yes.
Okay. So here we are. You're all staring at each other in the arena. Transported somewhere. I think Hope knows where you are. I don't know if that's been shared. I see some of you may have an idea, but the whole experience was pretty wacky. So how many of you have put any pieces together aside from Hope yet? I'm not sure, but what do we think? What are we saying to each other, guys?
Gad's just going, as he looks around and takes in the scene, not really fucking. Was there any voice too that spoke since we came in here?
Not
Am I
since
still
you
a
came
goat?
out of the flask. The goat seems to be slowly
It's like
moving
step
towards
forward.
Veto. Gad didn't seem to have anything to say. Hope, you got anything to say?
Fey spirits, why are we here this day?
Hope seems to question the Fey spirits. Farcon, you have
No, I'm
anything?
just going. No, I'm just stretching my
Talking loud.
arms.
All
Am I
right.
still a goat?
You are a goat man, sir.
And a goat man. So do I have hands and then feet of a goat? Hands of a human, feet of
You
a
have
goat?
hooven feet. You kind of have hands. Yeah.
Okay, so just an OOC question. What would happen if I took the flask off and then I stomped on it and killed it?
Oh my
I don't think it would.
goodness!
I don't think it would be destroyed if you took it off
I-
and stomped on it.
It's got 50 health. What if I can I blast it with the Eldritch Blast?
It wouldn't
What,
do
sir?
anything. You can't destroy
Pretty
magical
sure.
items.
Uh,
There's
I
only like
beg-
3 spells in the game that can destroy magical items.
While it can be
res-
destroyed, it is highly unlikely you would be able to destroy it. It is also a wondrous artifact crafted by an archfey, and you were in the Fey Wild, so I would not. Well, I'll just leave that at that.
Okay, I'm gonna do. What is his spell?
As
Hold on.
Nimnil
I got it.
is fucking around in the box up there, and a few of you seem to stammer, trying to figure out what's going on. That red-haired goat has moved over to Veto's feet and begun to eat some of the mushrooms growing around his feet. Just a second. I need a con saving throw from the Grog Goat. Which, so on your character sheet in the top left, under your stats is saving throws. You can click the +5 button that you have next to con in that saving throws box.
Okay. Got that. Record.
What's that? Oh, you're petting. Veto's petting you on that note. Let's see. You got a 20 on the con
nay in
saving throw,
approval.
so I need you to roll 5d6.
Hold on.
It starts
Boris,
already.
How much health does a goat have?
Well,
God, what a
Not
horrible
much.
roll.
Well, let's just say that he was a normal goat before he went into the portal, but now he is Grug Goat. So his health is so you have gained. It was supposed to be 5d6, not 6d6. You want to roll that again for me, or should I drop one? I'll just drop one of the ones.
Yes, sure.
You have 9 temporary hit points
Oh,
from that mushroom.
are you sure I can't re-roll?
I'm sure you have. Just I asked
That
one of the
was
ones
a
instead of
good
one of the
outcome.
2s, so that's for the
Oh
best.
man, I thought you threw me a bone there. I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll re-roll.
I mean, 9 temporary hit points is a bit of a bone as well. So all right, party. Does anybody else have anything to say to each other? Veto's a bit distracted here, talking to the goat. Elendir, what do you think about all this?
Elendir, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it? I don't know. Maps are maps. Is this a doorway behind Elendir?
It
Like a
looks
gateway, the portal,
it
like
looks blocked by like an energy wall, even though it looks like it would normally be some kind of entrance and exit.
I don't know.
How do I apply
Um,
temporary hit points?
If you go on your character sheet,
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Actually, Elendir will begin walking towards Hope,
All right. Nimno, what were you doing up there in the
and
box?
just listening to Hope
Oh.
as Hope talks.
I think you can see very clearly in the IC Party RP chat room that I tagged you in exactly what I'm doing, and I did actually game table. I rolled to see if it hit. Got a 19.
Okay, so Nimnil takes the flask off and tosses it into the middle of the fighting pit, while simultaneously trying to hit it with a burst of magic from his staff as he attempts to. What power are we trying to do? An Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, Eldritch Blast.
A bouquet of flowers pop out of the end of your staff.
Nice.
Gad notices the fallen flask and will go to retrieve it.
All right. Gad picks up the flask. Um.
Oh no.
That is for the best.
Oh no.
It is for the best that he has a new goat friend. Munching on those mushrooms at his feet.
He's going to
Nimnil
also make
yells
his way
out.
towards Hope.
Gad heads over to Hope.
Oh,
Nimnil yells out as Gad picks up the flask. Open it quickly before this all ends badly for.
Gad does not do that.
All right, so what are we? What's our little chat party here in the southeast corner of the fighting pit? Gad, Hope, and Ellendir. What are y'all up to there?
Oh, I got all three of them.
Elder's
over
just taking
here.
a kind of like a defensive stance near Hope as Hope speaks out loud to the Fey spirits.
All right, all right.
Considering
And
her possibly an expert in the field of this, aside from the lunatic in the spectator box.
Bonfire. He casts bonfire on the flask, or at least as close as he can, which looks like Gad's shirt.
This is what you wish to do?
This is what I've already done.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Bonfire appears under Nimnil, literally on his feet. You are on fire. What is your own I had to refresh your sheet. I'm sorry. I have them all pulled up in tabs.
Starting
But
to like the
sometimes they-
Feywild.
you need to right? You need to roll a dex save, Nimnil.
Besides the bouquet of flowers.
13. I got a dex save
A
of
13.
13.
Roll damage on yourself.
Yeah. 7.
Nimnil rolls big
But-
damage for his bonfire. Takes 7
I
points
also-
of damage.
I also heal, so I got the healy thing. How much healing do I do? What is that? What was that?
I mean, you tell
It's
me
your
what's
item.
happening here. It's your. This is all you fighting yourself right now. I'm just throwing that out
I
there.
It says
The only
you
thing that's missing is Veto.
What
it
is
says you
happening?
regain. I regain 5 hit points per round for 1 minute. I don't know what. So every 6 seconds for 1 minute, I get 5 hit points. Is that basically what's happening?
What is this from
I
now?
don't- What from the wild magic that we rolled? Remember?
Oh, okay, okay. Was that what you got? That's handy, given
Yeah.
that you just lit yourself on fire, isn't it?
It is. So it's every 6 seconds for the next. For
You
what
regain
was
5
it?
hit points per round for the next minute. So you regain 5 hit points every 6 seconds. So you're healing. You do need to roll a con save though for your, or are you just going to break concentration on the bonfire? That's
Oh no, that immediately broke concentration. I think that's
Okay.
pretty awesome.
I'm just checking. You know, we just want to be sure. Does anyone else have any action or role play they would like to?
I'm gonna go over it and pick some mushrooms.
You're picking a
Okay.
couple of the mushrooms. Okay. Are you eating them?
I am going to eat one.
Oh, hold on.
I like mushrooms.
Farkon eats a mushroom. Farkon, yes.
Farkon doesn't. Who's saying that he's going to gather mushrooms?
Farkon.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Goat Grog is gonna ram Farkon as he goes to grab the mushrooms.
All right. Roll me a rim.
Where is there? It is.
He hit me.
That hits. Roll me some damage on that ram, please.
Oh my gosh.
11 points of damage
Oh, my
on
goodness, what in
Farkon.
fact- what is happening here?
I
Are
mean,
we
it's a
rolling
goat. He likes the
initiative,
mushrooms. What do
or-
you? Well, I'm gonna let Farkon say how he'd like to react before we start rolling up initiative here.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of it.
Oh,
Just gonna straight up just beat the ever living piss out of that
All right,
stupid
so-
little goat. Been punching
So-
goat for the last couple of minutes. I don't care.
Go ahead and roll me whatever it is you'd like to do to that goat.
All right.
Just everything comes out. Astral arms. Just this thing's getting smited.
Get on top of my astral arm. Fuck it.
Let it be known that I immediately go back to eating the mushrooms afterwards.
As soon as you ram
if
them,
nothing
you're just
happened.
oblivious.
Yeah, as if
That's-
nothing.
sounds good.
All right. So that is.
So he's gonna be hitting a goat that's not even paying attention to him anymore.
I mean, fair enough.
2 points.
He's mad. He got rammed. You know, it hurt. Not a lot
I feel
hurts
like
him,
if
and
the
that
goat-
hurt.
I feel like if the goat is not paying attention, advantage should be rolled upon him.
Oh, shit.
He needs to,
You're lucky I'm not DM Q. There you go.
Those dead rectangular pupils.
While I'm eating the mushrooms, I'm gonna prepare to like dodge out of the way of whatever attack is coming my
You
way.
said you're not paying attention.
okay.
was-
Dex,
they know
Dex
that-
roll
So it's-
13.
I'm
That'd
not
be
seeing
the
your
13.
rolls, sir.
Oh, can I make a test roll real quick since I have so many problems?
Yeah, by all means, now's the time for such shenanigans.
I saw that.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so just as things,
I figured it'd be better now than during combat.
just
You need
as
to roll a dex
things.
check.
Oh, Grog, please roll a dex check, or a dex check, or a dex save.
Dex save.
A dex save.
Okay.
That's a 17. He saves.
You,
I dodge out of the
Alright.
way definitely and just continue eating the mushrooms. Staring at it.
Yummy mushrooms. One of those rectangular eyes peering into Farkon.
I
No.
start like hiding behind Veto almost because he's been like petting me, letting me know that, you know, kind of encouraging me to eat more of the mushrooms, you know, being friendly. So I'm like kind of cowering behind. Well, not cowering, but like
just as things begin to get spicy there, you know, the illusory butterflies and flower petals around the goat disappear. The mushrooms all disappear. The boons that everyone felt with advantage and charisma and health and resilience, they all seem to disappear. And strange... Yes?
I'm punching said.
Absolutely. Yeah, you start swinging at the goat. Strange figures begin to fade into existence and populate the stands surrounding the fighting pits. Pit.
Oh.
Piss.
And that kind of party.
Wisps
quick
of...
OC question before you
Yes.
continue. How
Yes.
many seconds was that? Was that 1 or 2 rounds of combat, or 3, or?
That was 1 minute.
Yeah, we went with the total time that elapsed was a minute. He lit his bonfire towards the end of that minute. You all had already done some discussion. He had already thrown the flask, you know, so the effects of the wild magic surge lasted a minute, essentially, is what happened there. So for Nimno, we'll say 2 rounds or 3 rounds. We'll give you 3 because it took a minute for stuff to heat up between Farcon and the goat there.
So I'm just back at full health then.
You're back at
Because
full
it doesn't
health,
give him. Okay.
Yeah.
Goat takes 6 damage.
Wisps of so Grog take 6 damage. That'll come off those temporary hit points that you accrued for. You still have those hit points, by the way. Those don't go away until they're whittled away by attacks, essentially.
So what am I doing?
Wisps,
Sorry, I went to go get water.
6 points of
take
damage. You had 6 points of damage, so they come off your temporary hit points first.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Apply changes. Okay, cool. I did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wisps of monochrome smoke swirl in the air over the throne positioned behind Nimnil, and an ancient-looking figure begins to take shape. Gnarled skin like teak wood and long gray hair looking like elaborate lacework, he seems to take on the form of a satyr. My dear adventurers, welcome to your eternal playground. Here you'll prove your worth, round by round. The strongest shall rise, and the weak shall fall. But your prize, oh, it's nothing at all. You'll fight, and as I decree, the only escape is victory.
Nimno cuts him off in mid-sentence right before he says victory by shooting a crossbow at the flask that Gad's holding.
He waves a hand and continues to talk, and energetic chains appear around Nimnel's limbs and bind him down into the chair in front of Elithris there, the Archfey.
Oh shit.
A crystal obelisk materializes in the air above the center of the fighting pit. A glowing sylvan inscription is carved into the ring around into a ring around that crystal obelisk floating in the air above the center of the fighting pit.
Can I get info on what that says?
Yep, just
Since
a
I know some-
moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I already was sending it to the appropriate people, but I mean it's good you're on it regardless, right? Don't want to get something important missed. So that's in the IC threads of the people that know that language. Now, back to my notes here. With the grinding sound of shifting rock and the cutting, crisp crack of glass, 4 crystals grow from the walls in the... let me get a pen here. Does this have color? It does. 4 crystals grow from the walls in the northwest. How does this shit work? That's not... Sorry. I know, right? All right. A red crystal forms from the wall in that northwest corner. A blue crystal from the wall in the northeast corner. A green crystal from the wall in the southwest corner. And a yellow crystal from the wall in the southeast corner behind Hope, in the corner where Alandir and Gad are. You hear the crowd around you whispering. For most of you, it's in a language you don't understand. A couple of you might recognize it, even though you don't know it. To Gad and Farcon, these beings in the stands taking all of you see, they're all kinds of strange shapes and sizes, from hags to small pixies to various animals to creatures you recognize and creatures you don't. But they're sizing you up, Gad and Farcon. They're discussing who they think's going to be the victor in this contest. Those large crystals seem to be embedded in the walls that they've sprouted from in the corners of the fighting pit. A console materializes in front of Nimnil. There are 4 buttons, a red, a blue, a green, and a yellow on that console.
I mean, Nimno can't hit anything on the console because he's binded by
I
chains.
can't move,
we
but
do
I can
things
still
now?
talk. And
Not quite
according
yet.
to
Not quite yet.
Bonfire, I can cast it on anything I can see.
So
Can I see the
the
guy behind
chains
me?
on Nimnil's hands drop as Elithris begins to speak, and he says, "For the first fight, I'd like to see that goat-petting human, the one that sprouted the mushrooms, and the tiefling face off. I compel you to fight."
Mid-sentence,
Veto,
Nimril turns around and casts bonfire on the throne.
he just holds up a hand, and you light yourself on fire again. Please roll a dex save.
You guys. Okay. Come on, nat 20. Ooh, 18. I saved myself. And obviously, I broke concentration jumping around.
Where
Fair
where
enough.
is the flask that he
Gad
tossed?
has
Is
it. Gad has it.
Oh.
So with Elithris's words, Hope and Veto, you both feel compelled to fight each other. If you would like, you can roll a wisdom save to resist. The rest of you are pulled back into your original positions.
Oh, bitch.
Well,
Thank you,
facing
Jed.
the throne, I load another crossbow bolt into the crossbow, and upon doing so,
Your
accidentally
hands are-
elbow one of the buttons. I think I accidentally elbowed the yellow button. That was there, right? The yellow button.
Give me a minute to let these others. Hope, you will be forced to fight. You did not save. You will take offensive actions in this duel. Veto, are you not attempting to save at all? Okay. Okay. So with that, Nimnil hit the button, but nothing happened. However, as you both step forward, Veto accepting the delusion, what he believes is a delusion, and Hope failing to resist, the crystals around the arena pulse yellow, red, blue, green. After those crystals pulse, the buttons in front of Nimnil all begin to faintly glow. Hope and Veto, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Well, they're rolling initiative, and all this is going on. He finally gets the crossbow bolt into the crossbow, and he raises it up and takes aim at the Fey person on the throne, and then he pulls the trigger.
So you're all we're in turn-based mode right now, so you can't just randomly attack people in the crowd.
My bad. So
You're good.
does everybody roll initiative then, or just them? And then
Let's
it's
go
just
ahead
the-
and have all of you roll initiative, and let's make sure the class sheet is right, even if the only two being forced into combat by the will of the Archfey are currently Hope and Veto.
I always rolled dog shit for initiative.
Well, fortunately, you're not in the fight, right?
Yep.
So there's
now.
that. For now. And if you all could enter your own initiative, make sure your health stats and stuff are right. Ellen, dear, you had temporary hit points on your clash, but mine doesn't. Is that in the settings? It is. Turn that on. All right. Cool. Let's see. What did Hope get for initiative? A 10. Okay, so Nimnil, you were
Yep.
actually first in the order here. You attempt to shoot the Archfey with a crossbow bolt.
Yeah, it's not letting me change my health, which is wrong, or the
What's
okay,
the
hold
fourth
on.
number?
that took. Okay. Yeah, okay,
The
we're
fourth
good.
Temporary
AC
hit points?
on Clash in Elbear. Is that what you're talking about? That's your AC,
Yeah. So I should
which
set
for
that to
you
15.
is a 15. Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's see. Nimnil, all your stuff
Nimnil-
looks right.
Yeah, he actually wasn't first because it wasn't updated yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll let him have fired his crossbow bolt off, and the Archfey will snatch it out of the air. It has become a rose, which he smells and smiles and tucks behind an ear. And then he waves a hand, and Nimnil is forced down into his chair.
facing the crowd or facing
Yes,
him?
facing the fight.
Okay.
Which brings us to Veto. Hope, you're all the way in the southeast corner of the arena. Veto is straight across diagonally from you to the northwest, about 30 feet away, but it is his turn.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Where is Hope?
That is a
Where is
miss.
Hope
My
indeed?
AC
That is a
15.
miss. Yep. So, the yellow crystal begins to glow. Alrighty. Okay, that brings us to Ellendir, who's not forced into the fight, but is standing in the northeast corner of the arena, back in his original position.
Ellendir will move away from the magic crystal, keeping his back by this here lantern. He's going to look at this little light right here. What if these lanterns are here lighting the area? Are we being lit by these lanterns, or is there a magical? And these appear to be aesthetic. I'll run an insight check if you want.
There
Or
appears to be
perception, I'm
ambient
sorry.
light coming from everywhere. So while that predominantly appears to be aesthetic, it is also emanating with light. But as best you can tell, there is no natural source to that light.
Okay. Yeah, Ellendir's got nothing.
All
Turn.
right. So that brings us to Nimnil.
So am I stuck in the seat, but I can move my hands? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And every attack that I have available to me has backfired horribly, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so he's basically confined in some sort of prison. His free will has been almost completely stripped of him yet again, correct?
Nimnil would probably see it that way. I would think that would
But
be.
did
That
he
seems
ever have
logical.
free will to begin with?
He thinks so.
He-
There's
he
buttons
will-
in front of you. You have your hands free. I don't see what the problem is here, but by all means, you do you.
Okay, then he runs his right hand over his shoulder and smacks all the buttons at one time, looks straight up in the air and yells, "Larkon, you bastard, my free will again."
All right.
Because in his mind, he thinks this is all Larkun's doing.
I see. I
That's
see
fair.
what you're saying. Yes. I will reserve comment. Give me a minute because you just did a lot. So let's see. The red button, or I should put this in your thing down here. You're going to need to pay attention to your IC chat. Okay. So something happens to Nimnil up in the box as he slaps the first of the buttons in that set. And, to those with a passive perception score over, we'll say 10, which is everyone, I think, there's a grimace on his face. You think something just hurt. Nimnil, you read what I said. That's the roll. That's the damage. And as something appears to hurt him, a burst of wild magic reels through the fighting pit, ripples through the fighting pit. Everyone in the fighting pit, please roll a D100.
There's going to be a lot of those, I feel like.
You know? Also, when he slapped the button, the red crystal flashed. The red crystal now begins to glow.
All right. Is the yellow one still
Wait,
glowing?
hold on.
The yellow
Making
one
my
is
roll.
still glowing. Somebody appears to be taking notes. Let's see. Gad rolled an 80. That was a nuisance blast. So Gad,
Oh God.
your skin permanently darkens as if you have a tan, or if you are already dark-skinned, your skin becomes one shade lighter. A spell such as Remove Curse can end this effect. Guys, Gad is now black.
That is not what that means. That is not what that means.
Was he white or pale before? If
He was.
so, then he's
He
more.
was.
I
Look,
was
I'm
pale.
obviously
I'm a
joking.
white pasty.
He becomes darker skinned. He's very wealthy. He's bronzed. I mean, this man tans daily. So make that note for yourself. You're a very tan, bearded elf now. Ellen Deer rolled a 31. Your spell components seem to have been rearranged. During the next hour, you must make an intelligence check against your spell save DC to cast any spell that requires a material component. So that has no impact on Ellen Deer at all. Farcon. One random gem worth 100 GP appears on the ground in front of Farcon. You don't have possession of that yet, but it's right there. It's not your turn at the moment, but do keep that in mind and make note of the value of that gem. Because if you pick it up.
Interjection real quick.
Hang on. I'm going through a list of shenanigans.
I was just going to ask a question about Ellen Deer.
Let's see. Who rolled a 99? Hope did. You feel extremely nauseated. Make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC. So let's see. Hope's. So we need a con save from Hope. That spell save DC is a 14. Hope rolls a 23. That's good, because if you had failed, you would have spent your next action throwing up instead of doing anything. Let's see. The Grog Goat with a 67.
No, that's a bad roll. I rolled a D100 and 5d6. Use the next one. I rolled a 5.
Well, I'll just roll. I'm just gonna go with your just the D100.
49.
I'm gonna ignore the other part, which is a 49. You were gonna grow taller, but that's fine. Your intelligence is increased by 2 for 1 minute. Grog Goat just got real smart, but only for 1 minute. But that'll last the full fight.
I don't know why I don't know how to.
And then that brings me to just keep it in mind, and we'll add if it's an issue, we will deal with it. So keep in mind that for a minute you have 2 points higher intelligence. Veto.
You get it's +1 to your intelligence.
Veto, your clothes become dirty and filthy. Until you can change or clean your clothes, your charisma is reduced by 1.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, please. Veto's very dirty. He's a dirty boy. And, charisma has been reduced. Okay, so that was the red button. This motherfucker slapped all the buttons. I have a lot of notes. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, classic Nim. Should we say that his action only allowed him to slap one button?
No, it's too late. We've already gone into it. We got to figure out what they all do.
I feel like he's right on that.
All right.
I'm gonna yell, "Damn it, Nimnil!" Turn my head and be like, "Really? Gotta hit all."
And my interjection was, since Elendil doesn't use magic, and the basis of the thing was it messed up all the spell components. Can it just like rearrange his backpack, make it a mess?
For Elendil? No. It was where I'm following the chart, I'm afraid.
Fuck you up.
Okay, there's your
You go
blue
blue.
button. I need you to act accordingly.
according-
When he taps the blue button, the crystal gives a flash. It does not immediately light up and glow.
Okay. Then Nimnil yells out. Let's see. He'll just be... Okay. Nimnil yells out. You all managed to trap me in the flask and survive our encounters. Thank you.
You all feel inspired by Nimnil. I don't know if that was genuine gratitude, but something about it inspired you. Everyone in the fighting pit gains heroic inspiration if they did not have it.
What does that mean?
It is a box on your character sheet. You can click it. It gets a little sunshine icon in it. If you click the words heroic inspiration underneath it, it's in that top
Oh,
row
got it.
just after your stats. Yeah, you'll be able to read what it does. You can spend it basically. I mean, I didn't expect this. I probably should have, but you all ruled that I shouldn't just limit him to one button. So, all right. As he slaps that green button, his hand going across the panel in front of him, the green crystal gives a flash.
Same as how the blue one flashed.
Everyone in it does not permanently light up. Everyone in the fighting pit needs to roll a wisdom save.
Save not check or check not save?
All of them roll a save. You roll a check.
I fail.
Well,
I got a 10.
we don't know that you do yet.
No, I don't think anybody.
I got 22.
Only Gad fails.
I didn't fail with a 7.
Nimno rolled a 7.
Wait,
No,
Grog
Grog
also
rolled
rolled
a
a 7.
Yeah, Grog.
Did I read wrong? I read wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Grog also failed.
No, rolled
Aha.
Nimno went 8. Yeah. I hope a 12. Okay. Okay, so basically a slow spell has gone into effect across the fighting pit with that. And let's see. I'll slap that in the game table for y'all to click if anyone wishes to read what the slow spell does. The only people affected by slow are Grog and Gad. So let's see.
Is that because we're on this side?
Basically, Grog and Gad have their speed cut in half and take a -2 AC penalty and dex saving throws for the next minute, essentially.
This is a intense
nasty.
battle going on.
And from here on out, Nimno, it's one button per turn. By the way, you slid your hand across. All right, we'll give it to you, but it's just too much for one turn.
Yeah, but now he knows what they all do.
Yeah, fair. I get your
No.
point.
Still haven't done the yellow yet.
Yes, thank you for the reminder. Fortunately, the two people affected by the spell are not subject to that. Let's see now. Now, hang on. As the party all had to make, do what they just did, that green crystal lit up and all the crystals that were alight went out. Which brings us to the yellow button. Let me delete those notes and come here and paste this to Nimnil. So Nimnil feels a flicker of resilience with himself, which you all seem to feel pulse out across the fighting pit, and all of you gain. Everyone, please roll a 1d8. You got it on that. I can just send you all my notes after the session if you would like their photo. So hang on. What is his? So all of you can add a +1 to whatever you rolled, and you are healed for that much.
Wow. Save Runter.
Actually, yeah, temporary hit points. Apologies. I have a lot of notes, as you can probably already tell, and I left that out. I just have the party gains 1d8 plus on.
Alrighty.
So yeah, that's temp hit points. You get +1 on whatever you rolled on that 1d8. And Nimnil, does that conclude your turn?
Yes, I think that will conclude my turn.
Thank God. Farcon, you're up, watching this spectacle unfolding before you in the arena.
I'm gonna sit down and just watch and meditate. This
Farcon decides to have a sit and watch and meditate. Let me read something really fast. So, as Farcon decides to have a sit there, the green crystal lights up again, but then goes back out. Gad, you're up.
I will. Are we applying the rest of the slow spell or whatever you said?
Yes, you are under the effects of slow.
Okay, so then I cannot do that. I will kneel and enter meditation as well. Enter.
All right, the green crystal will flash again. And that brings us to Hope. Hope, you did fail that wisdom save, so you are compelled into offensive action.
I heard you. I'm aware. What?
I heard your bullshit.
Hope's
I mean,
like,
he
I didn't
really
need to be
wanted
compelled for shit.
really wanted to fight Veto, but Hope doesn't want to fight Veto. So this works out.
Bonus action.
All
I
right.
am going to cast Shield of Faith upon myself. So, give me 1 second.
And you're going to cast what now?
Shield of Faith upon myself. Just cast Shield.
Okay.
And I do that for my bonus action. I do that for my bonus action. And how far is Mr. Guy is away from me?
He's standing 5 feet in front of you within striking distance.
5 feet away from me.
Yep.
Cool. I am going to um. You know what? I am going to cast um. Let's cast Sacred Flame upon him. I need a Dexterity saving throw.
Give us a deck save there, Veto.
You just made it, so nothing does happen. I am going to. I'll fly up 30 feet. He gets a OA if he wants to take one. Alrighty.
He swings through the air and misses as Hope ascends.
Yep. In turn.
All right, Goat Grog, you're up. Keep in mind the effects of slow. You have half movement speed, and you can only take an action or a bonus action, not both.
What
-2
what
to
is my movement
AC.
speed, so I can only move 15.
Let's see.
Yes.
You have half movement speed, and your movement speed is 40, so you can only move 20.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he had a 30 move speed.
I'm gonna start moving towards Veto because with my increased intelligence, I'm remembering some sort of bodyguard job thing.
I see. Yeah.
And I'm looking at Veto as if he is infringing on that duty. So I think
Alrighty.
that's it.
Oh, Grog's actually here.
Oh shit.
I just caught up with that.
Oh boy.
Veto, you're
Nemo's
up,
getting
sir.
Wow.
quick on us.
That didn't land.
What witch bolt?
He's right. Yep.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you roll the damage or
You're
just Hope?
He rolls it.
All right.
Damn.
And that is the first damage to Hope, I believe, right?
Okay. Yep. So. Yeah,
That's
it
half.
succeeded. It's a 10, so it succeeded.
It's half the damage.
Half the damage or 10.
So
Yeah.
that maintains her shield or whatever it was.
Yep.
But she does take 12, which puts her at that many health. All right. What else? Yeah.
Wait. Is everybody affected by slow?
Only the people
No.
that failed the save,
Okay.
which is just Grog and Ged.
Got
As Hope takes that damage, the red crystal lights up, but then goes back out. All right.
Alrighty.
The 21 does hit.
3-1 does hit.
For 3 more damage. And that red crystal will light up again, but then fade back out.
Alrighty.
Okay. That brings us to Ellendeer, hanging out up there on the just north of the northeast corner of the round fighting pit. So I shouldn't call it a corner edge, just north of the northeast edge.
Yeah.
What you doing there, buddy?
Is the blue one still flashing?
All the crystals are. None of the crystals are glowing at the moment.
Elendil would touch it.
Okay, you touch a crystal. It feels a bit cold but smooth. You know,
Is that his action?
I think
Yes, that
that
is
could
my
count as a
action.
passive action. To be honest with you, it's not. He's not really
Elendil will
doing
move
something.
back.
But if
So
that's
it's like
all
his
he wishes to
movement.
take,
If Elendil peeks around his right shoulder there down this, whatever this is, understand this is just a map. Is this here, or is that fill in stands? Is there a gateway out of the pit?
you know, it looks like the stands open up there. But as I told you before, there seems to be some kind of energy wall blocking that passage.
Okay, I missed that. I apologize.
You're good.
All right, Elendil will end his turn and observe the battle ahead.
And with that, the green crystal will light up, but fade back out. Nimnil, you are up.
Nimno slaps his hand on the red button again.
All right, roll your damage.
On one. Oof, 4. I am now at 15 health. Everybody roll a D100.
Everybody roll a d100.
You found the way to cause the most fucking chaos, does.
I rolled the fucking lowest rolls of D100.
Jesus.
Fortunately, it's not like a
Nat
it's not a
20!
DC.
All right, so let's see now. Where are these D100s at? Elendil.
Is this a nuisance blast?
It is, again, a nuisance blast. A gentle gust of wind blows outward from Elendil. Everyone can feel it, but nothing happens.
Bro, just pass.
Did I break wind?
You tell me, sir. You tell me.
His kit. Oh, wait, that's better.
Grog Goat, you are feeling, you are hearing, you are surrounded by faint ethereal music for 1 minute.
Oh,
No, despite my intelligence, I'm distracted now. Fuck.
When you slapped that button there, Nimnil, the red crystal did light up. And then it
I
glowed
hope it's
even
okay with you.
brighter and was sustained for a moment after you took that damage, but it went out.
I'm gonna wait till you finish explaining what everybody rolled, and then I'm going to say something.
Let's see. Veto, make a con saving throw, please. What is your your own spell save? Okay. Make sure you spend your heroic inspiration, please. Okay, you passed that one. You would have spent your entire next action vomiting, so that's for the best. Farcon, for the next minute, you have double vision. You have disadvantage on range attacks, including spell attacks and perception checks involving sight. Hope with a 3. Hope, you gain tremor sense with a range of 30 feet for 1 minute.
Well, you can sense people without seeing them. You can sense anything around that moves.
That's actually huge for Hope in this fight.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
What did he get?
I think Hope has to be touching a surface in order for tremor sense to work.
Yes.
I have to pull up. So Hope would have to land and touch the ground, but we'll be able to tell where, like, the vibrations and where someone she cannot see is.
Are they flying right now, or are they on
Hope
the
is
ground?
flying at the moment.
Okay.
Oh.
But it doesn't stop her from gaining a minute of the tremor sensibility. You got that note for yourself there, Hope?
I heard.
All right. Gad, you feel an incredible urge to relieve yourself. Until you do, your strength and intelligence are reduced by 1. If you don't relieve yourself in the next 2 minutes, the above effects are, or if you don't relieve yourself in the next 2 minutes, the above effects are removed, but your charisma score is reduced by 4 for 1 hour until you change your trousers. So
Gad's eyes open wide and his hands go to his bladder.
I think we all know what's happening on Gad's next turn. God forbid. These Fey in the stands are getting a show, I tell you what. And I
my
believe
people.
that concludes. What did you wish to follow that up with, Nimno?
So we agreed I could only push one button at a time, but how many times do I get to push that button? Because I feel like I just jammed it twice.
So read what
Or did you send me something? Hold on.
Oh, hang on. I need to reread that. Yeah, you're right. You're right, actually.
So I can push it twice.
No, moving forward, we will adhere properly. The
What?
But I can push it twice this turn.
You managed to push it twice this round of this fight.
Action and bonus
And
action.
I take another 4 damage.
You did. You took. Wait, are you telling me that you? So it's not it. The light in it dimmed out as the light of all the buttons did when you slapped them the first time. How that one let out
Okay.
another burst, I'm not entirely sure, but shit happens. I've got a lot I'm following here.
So is everybody rolling another D100 and I'm taking the second for his damage, or did I just
You
hit
hear
the
a
button
laugh
and nothing
over
happened?
your shoulder behind you. What's this? The goat presses a button and chaos ensues. I'd almost think that fool Larkun snuck in with you. Delightful, if pointless.
So I take the second 4 of damage and everybody rolls another D100?
No.
Damn.
No.
Okay.
All the buttons are none of the buttons are glowing right now. You
Got it,
seem
got it.
to have expended their energy. And I shouldn't
So
have
I
let you
tapped
slap
it.
a button that turn, is the answer. You can tap them as much as you want.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, end turn.
I had put a control on this. I just, again, I'm following a lot of notes at the moment. Farcon, you're up. Right?
I'm still sitting down, meditating and watching what's going on between Hope and Veto.
Okay. The green crystal will begin to glow dully, and it will stay for a moment, but go back out.
You said which crystal?
Green. And that concludes your turn, Farcon.
Yes.
Gad, you're up.
Gad will panically stand, turn around on the crystal, whip out his cock, and start pissing on the crystal.
You're peeing on the green crystal.
Yes.
Wonderful. There's laughter coming from the stands all around you. Especially those directly across from you.
It's not that small.
Right. Does that
And then,
conclude your turn, Gad?
He'll say, "It's cold, God damn it!" And then he'll finish pissing and turn back around.
Nimnil
and
yells
turn.
out, "No, it isn't."
All right. Hope, you are up.
I am up indeed. What I am going to do is action. You know what? No. Oh well, you said it is. It's forcing.
Is she still compelled to attack, or no? That was one.
Hope is compelled to attack for the fight, for the full fight,
All right, so I
until one of
am
them falls.
going to going to action. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt upon Ghetto over there.
Casting what? I didn't quite catch it. Apologies.
Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. All right.
Let's see here.
Give us your roll to hit.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't want to do this. Let's do this at level 2.
Excuse me.
Let's see. You rolled an 8 to hit. I'm afraid that does not hit.
Oh, fair.
However, as I mean, the guiding bolt hits, but it just seems like Veto's armor and billowing cape and ravishing good looks seem to absorb the blast, and with it, the yellow crystal begins to glow, and it does not go out.
Wait. So, my brain did not realize what triggered the crystal there.
It's not my problem.
I don't know if Grog is conscious enough, but
In turn.
And that ends Hope's turn. That brings us to Goat Grog.
I got to go clip the stream.
I'm pretty sure I'm moving a lot slower. I'm still moving in the same direction. Probably only gonna go half the distance though. Because I'm distracted by the things that are floating around me. And are they making noise and shit?
Nothing was floating
Yes.
around you. I believe you were surrounded by like faint music, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you got music going in your ears, and you can't figure out where it's from.
Yeah, so
You're-
I'm a
you're
little
jamming.
distracted. I'm looking around. I'm just jamming. I'm not so focused on Beto anymore. I'm just like kind of meandering in the same direction that I was facing. That's my turn.
And that ends turn. Let's see. 1 second. I have Reese's Pieces. I just want you all to know this.
I have gushers.
You
Yes.
got Italian ice.
With
Watermelon
Grog's
flavor.
action, or lack of action, the green crystal lights up, and then both crystals go out. So the yellow is no longer glowing. Elendir, no, Veto is up.
Oh my, yeah.
All right. Hope takes 4 more damage, and
I believe in magic.
with it, the red crystal lights up and glows. The glow is sustained for a moment, but it fades back out.
Let's see here. Okay.
All right. Hope maintains concentration on her shield. Veto fails to hit with Sorcerer's Burst, or rather, the Sorcerer's Burst does collide with Hope, but she just seems to absorb the blast. It seems negligible to her, and as that Sorcerer's Blast collides with her, but does not hurt her, the yellow crystal seems to glow, and it does not fade out. That
I'm
ends.
sorry. Can you say that again? I didn't hear that last bit.
I'm sorry. Elendir, you're up.
Welcome to the party.
What does Elendir see? What I
A
missed?
good way to get people to start paying attention.
Oh, sorry, I was dealing with my kid.
That'll happen. Are you asking your party in character a question, or
I'm asking the DM what I'm seeing because
Hope's
like,
up in the air
the
about 30
stand.
feet above Veto. He's throwing blasts at her. He hit her with the witch bolt that's ongoing.
Yeah. No, I've seen
Uh,
that part, but
okay, then
the
he
arch
took
Fey
a
or
sorcerer's
whatever it
burst
is, the arch
blast and
Fey.
missed. Or not missed, but, didn't damage her.
In the stands, did I understand that there is a the guy that is talking, like we can see this guy?
The Archfey Elithris is sitting in a throne of sorts behind Nimnil, watching the fight with an amused expression across his somewhat satyr-looking face. Satyr, not satyr, but satyr. He does not look sad. A satyr.
Elendil is going to watch, kind of watch his reactions and try to get some insight into like what he is getting excited about.
All right.
What seems to get a reaction from as things are happening. He's kind of studying the satyr.
Okay. Does that conclude your turn, Elender?
Does he notice anything?
Oh, not at the moment. He seemed a little annoyed.
Okay.
Well, things happened before you started paying attention to him. At the moment, he's just watching the fight. If anything, when the yellow crystal lit up, he looked a little irritated. Does that do it for you?
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I'm turn.
All right, that ends Elendir's turn.
Great.
With that, the green crystal will light up and stay lit for a moment, and then both it and the yellow crystal will go out. Nimnil, you're up.
Nimnil yells out to Gad, "Quickly, throw me the shaft of Gad."
Can I respond to that on my?
Yeah, you can have a quick bout of dialogue, just not too much. Keep in mind we're dealing with seconds here.
I can't throw the pickle. That would be an action.
You'd have to wait till your turn to throw the pickle.
I'll just say, why?
Nimnil responds, "If you don't, I'll push the red button every turn."
What's a turn?
Yeah, what's a turn?
Sorry. If you don't, I'll hit the red button as much as I possibly can.
Nimnil, does that end your turn?
Gad will just be confused.
He hits
doesn't
the
know
red
what
button.
buttons he's talking about.
You hit the red button and nothing happens.
Hit the red button. What?
Can we see the buttons,
what?
or are they like in my head? They're like below the railing, so we can't.
I mean,
see
he's
them?
perched a bit above you as well. You can tell he's slapping at something in front of him, but I don't know that
Is
you
it
have
not lit up anymore?
good.
What's
Correct.
funny is I have been paying attention to these crystals, but I'm a fucking goat, so I can't tell anyone anything. I'm metagaming. I'm just enjoying this whole crystal lighting up and button
I know what
pressing
they're
shit.
doing. That's understand.
Okay, I used my bonus action because slapping it with my hand is considered a two-handed attack, and I used my other hand to slap the green crystal.
None of the buttons are glowing. Nothing happens.
God damn it.
Does that conclude your turn?
And
All right, Farkon, you're up.
I'm doing the same thing. Sitting down, meditating, and watching the fight.
Farkon is meditating, watching the fight. With his inaction, the green crystal will light up. It will be a sustained glow for a moment, and it'll fade back out. That brings us to Gad, who I believe is finished urinating on the wall. Little quick piss.
Last turn. Do you want me to type out my thoughts or say them aloud to the party?
Yeah, it's entirely up to you, sir. Just keep in mind that you're dealing with a matter of seconds. You can only...
We're also not.
Like I have 6 seconds.
Yeah.
But I'll grab the pickle and say he mentioned Larcoon messing with him, and then I'll like mentally send like a ping out, like a calling to Larcoon, like trying to connect with him through the pickle.
Okay.
And if nothing happens this turn with that, then end turn.
Nothing happens this turn with that, I'm afraid. That brings us back around to Hope.
Okay. You know what? I am going to.
Microphallus.
Yes.
Nimno yelled that out at Gad as Hope started.
You don't have any more time to talk this turn, sir. You used it all.
Ooh,
6 seconds.
Yeah, I do that. Action, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at Mr. Big Guy over there.
All right, give us that roll to hit.
So. Oh, I did that one. Alright, let's see what we get here.
You know, the guiding bolt does not seem to damage Veto, even though it does strike him. You guys are taking shots. What?
Okay, that's fine.
It was 11 to hit, so it did not.
No, I know.
But as he seems to be resilient against that blast, the yellow crystal begins to glow and does not fade out.
Yeah. Yeah, I will move. I'll move back 30 feet from him as well.
You're basically against a wall of the arena, even though you were in the air and energy barrier. So you're going to go over him in the other direction, max distance 30 feet?
No, I'm going to fly upwards 30 more feet. So I'm 60 feet away from him.
So you find that you cannot move upwards any higher than you already are. Just as the arena is bound in energy on the sides, it seems to have a cap of sorts.
Alright, then I'll stay where I'm at then.
Alrighty.
Enter.
That brings us to Goat Grog. Grog Goat.
I'm still jamming. Hello?
Yeah, you
Hello?
got beats in your head.
Does that mean it? I'm still jamming, but I'm a little bit more I'm a little less distracted this time, and I've also seen that yellow crystal just who keeps leaving?
Don't worry about it.
Glowing. So I am going to attempt to ram that crystal. I'm going to charge up, and almost like I'm about to hit Hope, but then I'm gonna go for the crystal. Okay.
Yeah, Hope's flying up in the air.
Oh yeah, cool.
So you ram into the crystal. Was that 20 feet back, the charge?
Yep. That was 20 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to roll a strength save.
Oh boy. That's a good save.
You manage to stay on your feet, but you feel a bit dazed. Nothing happens to that crystal. You've just headbutted a wall. But I mean, you're accurate, Goat.
Okay. Turn.
That ends your turn. All right. Veto.
I'm now really mad.
With 9 damage to Hope, the red crystal begins to glow, joining the yellow crystal, and it does not fade out. The Sorcerer's Burst does hit.
Wait, isn't he someone that doesn't believe in magic?
He is, yes.
Yes.
Fortunately, you're a goat, so you can't question him about this at the moment.
Oh man, come on.
His crit
The
damage,
goat even knows.
his crit damage from the Sorcerer's Burst is 3.
Womp womp.
That does what? That ends your turn? So with
And
that
then
hit
the
on
turn
Hope,
in
the
chain.
the red crystal will seem to flare a bit brighter, but will stay lit, as will the yellow crystal.
Which one gets brighter?
The red, it was already lit, and it stays lit, as does yellow. And now, let's see. Hope fails the save on her shield.
Stop. No, I do not.
Oh,
Give
you
me a
didn't?
second.
Did you use your heroic inspiration for the second?
No, I don't have
Why
to.
did you get 2 con saves? I'm I'm curious.
Because I'm a warcaster, good sir.
Okay, cool enough.
Oh, don't you know that? Idiot.
Just making sure I know what's going on. Trying to moderate a decent fight here, you know what I mean? All right, so Hope
Yeah.
maintains concentration.
Hold on. See, I do the. I know. That's what I said. That's what I said. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay. And that one also passes. Which,
I have advantage on all my concentration saves while maintaining a spell.
Your warcaster's useful.
the yellow crystal seems to flare a bit with that save, but it's already lit and it stays lit, as does red. Hope, does that conclude your turn? Or Veto, I'm sorry, does that conclude your turn? All right. Ellendeer, you are up.
Ellendeer is going to move and then jog next to Gad.
Did you have enough movement to fully cross the arena like that? You dashed?
I can move 90 feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you're
was
fine.
a move and a bonus action to
Oh, really?
dash. Ellendeer is going to say to Gad, I don't know if I want to. He's going to ask if he understands what's going on with these crystals.
Gad?
Gad's turn. He went to go release the dragon.
Gad is muted.
I bet whatever he's saying is extremely interesting.
God damn it.
Peeing
I mean,
in character,
God
but you
damn
have to
it.
pee out of character.
No. Can you not hear me?
No,
Now we
can
do.
now.
Now we do. You were muted, but you're good now.
No, he's back. You're back. You're not muted. You're fine. We can hear you. Speak.
Yeah. Fucking, it wasn't showing up at all. I got a phone call and it messed with all my Discord settings.
I gotcha.
But
I'm fine.
I will turn to Ellendeer and say, I've been paying attention, and I think I know the pattern that it's supposed to light up in. And that'll be the end of my 6 seconds this turn.
All right,
Okay.
Ellendeer, does that conclude your turn?
Yep.
Nimnil, you're up.
He's muted.
Nimnil, you're muted.
Thank God.
Sorry about that. So, are any of the buttons glowing?
Yellow and red are glowing.
Yellow
Oh,
and
did you
red.
say
The
buttons or crystals?
buttons.
No,
The
none
things
of the
that-
buttons are glowing.
Okay, I grab as my action. I'm going to turn around into my backpack and grab the crowbar out of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and pry the green button off of whatever it is.
Unfortunately, when you pull that crowbar out of your backpack, you discover that you're holding a snake.
I very quickly throw the snake at the closest person to me, which just happens to be Farcon.
Farcon, a rose hits you in the back from Nimnil. He
Oh,
seems to be
come
lighting you with
on.
flowers while you meditate down there in the fighting pit.
Thank you. I think.
I yell out at Gad as I'm throwing the snake. The shaft, quickly. Hand it to me. And turn.
All right.
How high are these walls?
Probably about 10 feet up, though the box
Okay.
Nimnil's in probably sits a good 2 to 5 feet higher.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. It's your turn. What you doing?
I'm going to sit there, smell my rose, and watch the fight.
All right.
And then I will end my turn.
So at that from Farcon, the green crystal will pulse with light. It'll glow for a moment, and then all 3 crystals will go out. Gad, you're up.
Oh. Okay.
Red, yellow, blue? Or red, yellow,
1 second. Dealing with cleanup. I will turn. Do I still get to talk since I've burned 6 seconds with Ellen?
Yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of back and forth that happens as we go. I try to be a little forgiving with it, so go ahead.
When they first blinked, they went yellow, red, green, or yellow, red, blue, green. And we have yet to figure out what blue is triggered by. And then I'll wait for Ellendir's response.
Hit me.
I ain't getting any. Is that what you said?
He said, "Hit me."
I said hit me.
I go to strike Ellendir.
All right, roll me a hit.
Unarmed strike.
I'll be back.
Does a 24
We'll be
hit?
here.
A
It does.
24 does hit.
You take 7 damage.
Ellendir takes that 7 damage, and the red crystal lights up and glows for a moment, but then fades back out.
Okay.
All right. End turn.
That brings us to Hope, who just went AFK.
Hope continues flying in the air. I think we should have a 1-minute countdown timer. And if you're not back, then you get idle animation.
Well,
yeah, we
we should
discussed the
warn
timer.
before we invoke
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
but
yeah,
I should
yeah.
start a timer. I mean, you're not wrong.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
That's also true.
Yep.
I've got a catheter set up. I mean, I don't know how dedicated you guys are, but
There we go. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Hey.
is that for turns?
Yeah, but well, I haven't felt like it's been an issue enough to invoke it yet thus far. But
Testing it. Make sure it works.
That's a legitimate point. I mean, to be fair, the time taken from that action was me responding to him doing that, not him pushing them all or deciding to push them all. He also won't push them all again. He'll only push one per turn in the future. But
I mean,
I forgot that they all, he got a second red one off when he shouldn't have, and that's fine. That was on me.
I mean, I can push them. It just doesn't mean they're going to do anything anymore. But
That's
he can
legitimate.
keep pushing.
Yes. They are not glowing, but you can push
Wait
them
a
as much
minute.
as
So
you
I'm
like.
not supposed to be tan?
Was that well? That happened still, but yeah,
Damn
that
it.
was my fault. But it happened. We don't get to retcon it.
Womp womp.
I mean, the good
Not
news
that
is I
quickly,
believe
though.
it was reversed by remove curse. So if he ever gets remove curse cast on him to cure his lycanthropy, then he will also no longer be super 10.
Well, damn, I can't get rid of lycanthropy then. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Whenever we find someone strong enough to
I
cast
have a
it.
feeling Boris really just wants me to turn and is not going to give me an option to fix it before then. So,
I know. But depending on...
There's no full moons in the Feywild.
That's true. The Feywild's in a perpetual state of twilight, and as you may notice from Nimnil's now a goat man. Gad has some ideas about that, I think.
wait a minute. So does that mean you can just say yes or no? Read my mind. Does that mean I can do the thing? Because it says I can willingly transform.
Oh, I guess it does.
Interesting. I'll save this.
Yeah, there's a goat man that looks a bit like Nimnil up in the stands. Who was talking? Is Kurt back?
No, not yet.
Nope.
Kurt, hurry up.
It's going to be just long enough to where you're going to say, all right, let's move on. And then as soon as the next turn starts, Kurt will be back.
Right.
Yep.
Good, though. Gives me time to eat.
Oh, that's good.
I've been consumed by the Wingstop.
Ah,
I
good
wish
old
we
Ray
had
stuff.
one around here.
Yeah.
We do not.
Big fan.
There's nothing good around here. Sucks.
Yeah, you haven't taken a hit yet in this fight, have you?
I think
It's quite menacing.
every time she does it, yellow crystal.
Oh, I wonder.
Although I think
wonder if
sometimes
that's
it's
a-
pulsed. I don't know.
Trying to remember if I used my heal potion in that last fight or not. I don't remember.
This song really fits the vibe if we were fighting.
If things were happening. I do wish he'd given us a time estimate of some kind. I guess we'll wait till the 15-minute mark, which is any, and then we'll have to go on.
I told you. I called it. It's gonna happen the exact way I said.
Yeah, probably.
He's gonna get back at 16 minutes. It's gonna happen.
Did he just say back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, it's your turn.
Cool.
You also made Gad right.
Right about what?
Oh,
When you were
as
gonna
soon as
get
you
back.
left, it was your turn. So we've been waiting the whole time, and Gad was like, as soon as you say we're just gonna have to move on, that's when he's gonna appear. And I had just been like, all right, as soon as we hit this next minute mark, we'll just have to move on. And then you said back.
Oh. Okay, so what I am going to do is all right. All right. I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt upon Mr. No, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Toad the Dead upon big guy over there.
All
And it
right.
was the saving throw.
Give us a wisdom saving throw, Veto.
That is a fail. You will take.
Change of strategy has occurred, I think.
I don't think the E's supposed to be there.
Oh, I did that wrong. Actually, let me.
Oh, that Pirates of the Caribbean jam. Let's get some damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do this one.
Such a good movie.
Oh, it didn't do it.
Yeah, I see double exclamation point cast and then quote told thee.
Yeah. There we go.
Beto will take 2 necrotic damage. I would think so, but I'm not sure. Does anyone off the top of their head know if
My
Temp H-
intuition says I agree with you.
yeah, you still do the save. You still have to
Yeah.
see if you're maintaining
It's
concentration.
considered damage, even though it's not.
That is.
If it was a shield, then I would say otherwise, but
But it's
it's
temporary.
your
defense,
actual
so-
health.
Yeah.
But let's see, you're down to 3 temporary HP, which we now have
He still takes that damage still, though, in a way. But he does lose concentration on his witch bolt.
yeah, he did. He
Oh, no, he
saved it.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. He saved it. God damn it. Oh, well.
Let's see. So when Veto took that 2 points of damage, the red crystal began to glow, but it faded back out. And was there anything else? Notes. Checking notes.
Bonus action.
All right.
I am going to. I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
No crystal?
No crystal. The red glowed
Oh,
for a minute, but went out.
I was hoping that would be the blue. on heal. Damn it.
I refrain from comment.
Sorry.
Would you heal yourself for there, Hope? Healing Word loves to give you a hard time. Does that conclude your turn while you figure out
Yeah.
how much you're healed for? All right, that brings us to the Grog Goat. What's happening there, Grog Goat?
I'm a little dazed from smashing my head and having nothing happen except for my head getting smashed. But my vision's starting to clear up, and I see Veto again. And I'm reminded that he was petting me while I was eating mushrooms. I haven't really been paying attention to him hitting Hope yet again, so I'm just gonna go and nibble on his cloak. And accidentally bite his hand in the process.
All right, all right.
Where is...
Damage roll?
Give him time. Hope has finally figured out her
Right.
heal and healed for...
I accidentally clicked the wrong thing, but I rolled a 6.
Well, you rolled a 15 to hit, and
So both buttons.
you took a nibble at Veto's hand, but it more just felt like a playful, Veto has a lot of animals, and that nibble didn't phase him. And with Veto not being very phased by that nibble of his hand, the yellow crystal will begin to glow and stay alit. Hope is healed for 12, by the way. I've got that notated.
What does the yellow crystal do again when it's activated?
It doesn't. There's no thing that happens when they're activated. They just glow.
Did you wish to say something, Veto, or does that end Grog's turn?
That's my turn.
All right. Veto, you're up.
I like let out a little neigh as you like scratch this itch behind my ear that I could not reach.
With Hope taking that 6 damage, and Hope we need your save, the red crystal will light up and begin to glow, and both it and the yellow crystal will stay lit. Hope does make the save.
Alright, I got to turn down this music. I can't hear you when you're describing this stuff.
I have it pretty low, but I can hear the jam.
I can hear.
I just can't. My ADD. I hear crystal, and my brain just starts not listening.
I see.
I'm just going to go back and listen to the stream later.
All right. You always complain about your rolls, and tonight you just hit your second crit on a Sorcerer's Burst against Hope. I just want to throw that one out there.
Well,
good thing to throw out.
Let's see. That hits Hope for 12 damage. Okay. The red crystal will flare with that hit, but it's already glowing, as is the yellow, and both will stay glowing. And I believe Hope succeeds on the con save. And that brings us to Ellendir.
Ellinger is going to keep watching the Archfey as the different lights light up and try to discern his reactions from said actions.
He looks irritated by seeing the 2 crystals lit. He kind of glances between you. He catches your attention. He sees that you're watching him, and he glances over at Blue and glances back at you and smirks.
Okay.
Ah, you mortals
turn.
love the game of pain. Strike harder, and perhaps freedom
Nice shot.
shall reign.
Actually, he's gonna move 30 feet away from Gad.
All right. And that'll end your turn.
Yeah.
Why?
That brings us to Nimnil.
Nimnil
I
yells
was gonna
again.
cast
The
Ethereal, I
shaft,
can't now.
quickly, throw it to me.
Gad is not seemingly paying any attention to him.
All right. Does that
Okay.
conclude your turn, Nimnil?
No, I want to shoot my crossbow at Gad.
All right.
Are you saying I can do that? I'm allowed to do that? I'm going to roll for it.
What
14.
damage have you been casting towards me, Mr. Veto, with
Gross.
your closest bros?
I'm fucking dying.
The,
You guys aren't even compelled to fight, and he's fighting.
He's not even in the arena. The crossbow bolt kind of clinks off of Gad. It doesn't. It's just like a really weak hit, and with it not finding purchase, the yellow crystal flares, but it is already lit, and both crystals stay lit.
Okay, so I'm down 2 crossbow bolts, and we'll take away 1 from the bandit cap. So I'm down to 17. But that was effective. That made it through the can't do anything box. And then I want to set a reaction that if Gad does not give me the shaft on his next turn, I push the red button again, whether it's lit or not.
I don't think that's how reactions work.
It is not. You
I'm
cannot
pretty
do
sure
that.
that's how it works.
There's an improvised thing that one can do, but it's kind of a DM discretion situation, and I don't. You can choose to push buttons on your turn, but no, there's no. I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, so does that conclude your turn, Nimno?
What he said, though.
Okay, so Farcon, you're up.
God damn it.
I'm going to get up from my little rest. And still mad at the goat. I'm gonna walk around and I'm just gonna kick the goat because I'm still mad at the goat for hurting me.
All right. Give me your roll to hit, or is it a passive like nudge of a kick? What kind of kick are we
No,
talking?
I'm going full out.
You're okay.
Hoof to the face.
Do I get a deck save for this?
I feel like there's some
Oh,
quadruped
God.
jealousy happening within the party or something right now. I'm not sure.
22.
That hits. Roll me some damage on that grog goat.
8.
All right, so that erodes the end of his temp hit points, if I'm not mistaken, and drops him another 4 to that many. You should be able to see your own numbers in Clash, but you can edit them as well. But I think I've got that right there for you, Grog.
I'm actually at 34.
With
Wait. Actually, didn't the old temp hit points disappear because they got used?
I had you marked as still having 4. I'm not sure. If you think my numbers are wrong and you're adjusting them in against your favor, by all means, go ahead. Let's see. With that hit of the goat, the red crystal will flare with light. It is already lit, and the yellow crystal will stay lit. Does that conclude your turn, Farcon?
No, I'm gonna flurry your blows. This goat. I'm just gonna keep kicking him. Just double kick.
All right. Gad, are you going to yell out at some point that that's Grog, or are you just watching this shit go down? That flurry of blows hits.
I stay silent.
All right.
6 damage.
So that's 6 more damage to Grog.
With an 18.
And
hit
that
again.
hits again.
How is he
Another
attacking so
9.
much?
He's an
I'm a
evil
monk.
monk. Evil monk.
So I take another 9 damage. I'm at 28
Yep.
now.
Yep.
That's not an evil monk, actually. It's a good monk.
Or
You're
no,
the
I'm at
one that hit me
19 now.
first.
I mean, right now he's kind of being an evil monk. I don't know.
He hit me
Oh,
At
first.
19
I was
now.
going for.
he did. He just wanted his mushrooms. He's a goat.
Yeah, the mushrooms disappeared anyway. You weren't even gonna be able to hold on to them.
Yeah, he had to eat it. Well, he
Because you
didn't
hit
get a
me.
chance to eat one. He's mad he didn't get to eat that, you know. All right, Farcon, does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Gad, you're up. There's quite a spectacle unfolding before you.
Listen, as part
Somehow
animal
2 of those
Farcon,
crystals are still lit, which I think this may be the longest y'all have managed that.
How long does the slow last?
A minute, and I do not. We're on round 5,
It's
so
been-
5 times 6, we're halfway there.
All right.
Yeah.
7 out
I
of
think
5.
we're- Yeah. 5 more rounds.
God damn it! Why'd you have to move 30 feet away?
Fucking horseman, man, is gonna kill me.
All
You
right. What's
should
my distance
throw the
to
shaft
the go?
to Nim
You
Nil.
should not me, damn it.
You healed it back, and the mushroom disappeared.
I
I, don't know
did.
what you're
Literally
mad
can't
at.
move there.
I didn't. I haven't healed any of it back yet.
All right, this particular session is designed for this. You
I'm
guys get it
going
all out of your
to-
systems here.
Alexa,
I'm gonna move
Stop.
up behind Farcon
Okay.
and attempt to grapple him to stop him from attacking the goat.
What?
Okay.
You're playing grab ass with a horse?
You're gonna fucking grapple a horse as a human.
What do I
You're
roll
gonna
for
ride
that?
him?
I forget.
You
The
don't.
target
you can't
must
grapple the
succeed on a
horse.
strength or dex saving throw. It chooses which.
And it's against your strength or dex, I think. Is that? Let me.
So it's our dexes pitted against each other.
Does my dex save against his dex?
God, I hope it
Okay,
does.
so the DC for the saving throw and any escape attempts is equal to 8 plus
My
your
strength
strength modifier and proficiency bonus. So it's 8 plus.
So it's a
yours
DC of
and-
10.
Yeah, DC of 10. So
Grapple?
you need to do a dex or strength check. I believe you get to choose which. Farcon. You attempt to grapple Farcon, but to no avail. However, when you attempt to intervene and assist the goat, the blue crystal lights up.
Yeah.
Let's go!
The red and yellow crystals stay lit. Does that conclude your turn, Ged?
All right. Would Gad know this in character or not? He's been paying attention to the green crystal flashing and knows like the order. He's put
You
that
mean
together in his head.
Can he see the blue crystal on the other side of that giant horse ass he just ran his face into?
And
I would say yes.
Yes.
I will say like I'll shout around to the people fighting. I'll be like, everyone stop fighting, and then end turn. Whether or not they listen, we shall see. Hope, it's up to you. You are our only hope.
Unfortunately,
Hope is currently forced to fight in this contest. Elithris will snarl. Victory is within your grasp if you can only prove you deserve it. You think this is about crystals and colors? Fools, fight or be forgotten. Hope, it is your turn.
I have a cookie.
Can Hope try to resist the spell each turn, or is it just the starting one?
Just at the start, she's been compelled to enter into the fight.
Coda did upon Mr. Big guy over there. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Mr. Big Guy over there, give us a wisdom saving throw.
As he goes to do that, I'll yell, Hope, stop! To no avail.
Veto fails the save.
Yep, necrotic damage. You have not taken no damage yet?
Nope, he has not.
Oh, okay. Hold on. That's fine then.
Off.
No. As I said, it's fine. Why is this not? There we go.
As Veto takes that damage, the red crystal seems to flare and glow.
Hold on.
And all three will go out.
Wait, which one flared?
Red.
Red.
I'm having a bit of.
And then Gad will curse under his breath.
But yeah.
Have fun.
Heal yourself, man. God.
Let's see here. This is the right damage that she would have taken, actually.
All right, Veto, that one actually came out higher. You should have just taken the 1d12. But that's fine. That puts you... That erodes the rest of your temp hit points and then does 5 more to your health.
Bonus action.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to cast Sanctuary upon myself.
All right.
Yes,
Let me reread this real quick. I read it earlier, but I've read a lot today, and I'm reading a lot like
Casting
every
what?
turn. Sanctuary. Hope has cast Sanctuary on herself.
All right.
Nice. It's
Okay. And that brings... does that end your turn, Hope?
Yes, that ends my turn.
Okay, that brings us to the Grog Goat.
I am going to. I'm kind of picking up on things, but I'm also going to reposition myself. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I've taken so much damage. I'm mad at now Farcon. I am pissed off at Farcon.
All right. Angry Goat.
I'm going to ram his ass.
Ram his testes, not his.
Actually, you can't ram his ass. I'm behind it.
Wait, hold on. I'm doing.
Dad
heroic
is gonna ram that
inspiration.
ass.
Sorry, heroic
Giggity, giggity.
inspiration. I'm re-rolling this.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
It's even worse. You fail to ram him hard enough to make any difference. However, the yellow crystal begins to glow and stays lit. Are you going to bite 2, or will that conclude your turn?
Can I? Am I still slowed?
Look under your actions. Oh, you are still slowed. You are right. Good man. Good man.
Yeah, I can only make one action. You told me so.
Yeah,
that
you're
abides
right.
by that.
Well, no, but that is the same. The
Good
multi-attack
boy.
is the same action. The Grog Goat can make 1 bite and 1 ram attack with the same action. So.
Oh well,
yeah,
then
it's
I
not
will
bonus.
bite.
Yeah,
let me fucking bite him too. Yeah, that one hits.
You're talking yourself out of extra damage and convincing the DM. That one does hit.
No, you told me that I could only do 1 action. I didn't know
You
I
can.
could do
It's
a
the
multi-attack as an
is the
action.
same action. It's the same action.
Oh, I see it. I see
Yeah,
it
it's
now.
not a bonus. It is.
multi-attack.
I did not mistell anything. Thank you very much, sir. That does hit. So, while that ram failed to get you, Farcon, that goat then takes a nibble, and I mean that stings. It stings pretty bad, like 8 points of damage, bad. And
Really,
with it,
turn on
the
the
the red crystal will light up and begin to glow. Does that conclude your turn, Grog Goat?
Yeah, I'm gonna glance over at Gad with like some sort of like intelligent glare at him as like a thank you, and then end my turn.
That goat has human level intelligence.
Vito, you are up, sir.
Nope. You make your wisdom saving throw, good sir.
Yeah, you have to make a wisdom saving throw due to sanctuary. That does not hit Hope.
Does not. It doesn't matter. It's a spell.
No, that one still hits. 'Cause
Mm,
it's not an attack. It's a spell that
He's
hit
not targeting
before.
you. It's an ongoing thing that he's holding concentration on. I could see a DM ruling going either way, but with the specific language of the text in the moment, I mean, is that what you would prefer in this scenario? You want the fight to keep
I
going,
mean, the spell
or
says automatically.
yeah?
Yeah, that's one spell that doesn't negate them.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think it
uh,
blocks the ongoing
sanctuary.
effect of the witch bolt, unfortunately. And so that was 10 damage you said from witch bolt.
Yes.
Okay, so with that bit of damage, Hope drops to the ground. And there's a wild applause from the arena all around you. Elithris lightly claps his hands together, slow clap as he stands. And you all find yourselves dragged back to your corners of the respective sides of the arena. Everyone is completely restored. So the easiest way to do this will just be to apply a long rest on your character sheets. Spell slots, health, whole 9 yards, completely restored. Temp hit points or one-use items are not restored.
Does that include me?
Yes.
Okay. So back to 21.
No, you're not in the arena. You don't get, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone gets
Where is
completely
Nimnil?
restored. Nimnil is in the stands, sitting in front of the Archfey. So let me get Hope back at 35. Grog Goat should go back up to that. Did the rest of you get your own health there?
Yep.
I didn't edit it on Owlbear. I need to do that.
Shouldn't I go back up to 49
Oh, you did
to
it. We're
49?
good.
Oh, did you
Okay,
do? If we do it at the same
There we
time,
go. Now my
oh my gosh, what happened? You go ahead and you take care of that, and I'll just let you take care of that. Veto, I still see you down on health as well on
Yeah.
Owlbear.
fixing it.
All right. The crystals will stop glowing.
Yeah, no, my audio
Elithris,
did not fit
after he
properly.
claps, will say, "Very good, very good. Next, I think I want to see the two half elves. Yes, let's see how this goes. Over there, conspiring in the corner during the fight. And so, Gad and Elendir, you both feel compelled.
Halfway through the phase conversation, Nimnil shoots another crossbow bolt at Gad.
This one, turns into a burst of flower petals as it leaves your crossbow, and nothing happens. But you do waste another crossbow bolt.
Yeah, it's
So
really annoying. I've been
with
talking this whole
that,
time and
both Gad and
didn't realize
Elandir
that
need
my
to roll a wisdom
microphone
save.
properties.
The crystals around the perimeter of the fighting pit will pulse yellow, red, blue, green, and all of the buttons in front of you, Nimnil, will begin to glow again.
Nimno hits the red one.
It's not your turn.
Oh, okay.
Like a good toddler, I swear.
And we're just gonna keep the same initiative order for the sake of don't mind the jumping around. It's just the easiest way to reset the round. I wish they had a damn button for that. We're gonna keep the
do.
same initiative order for ease of.
If you go into the
speed.
settings, there's a reset round.
Oh, is there? I can just click a button in settings.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
open up
find
the
that.
settings button,
Yeah,
click towards the
reset.
top.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that next time. But anyway, we're already back at round one.
Yep. All right, we're all nauseous.
Yeah. I believe you both failed the wisdom save, and you feel compelled to duke it out.
Yeah.
Do we get the? Can we re-roll initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
We'll re-roll initiative.
Yes.
Once again, those crystals pulsed in the same order: yellow, red, blue, green.
They did. You totally said a different way.
I misspoke if I said differently. That's why I've repeated
Yellow,
myself.
red, blue, green.
Okay. I'm
Fortunately
glad I
for
put
you,
that
you're keeping notes. Otherwise, there may have been some disconnect as things progressed.
Damn.
But yeah, there you go. You're keeping notes that I can see. I mean, which in this case was a good, very good thing, because otherwise I wouldn't have repeated myself, and we would have been, check the footage. Let's see. So I'll let you guys adjust your own initiatives on Clash, and I will get Hope when Hope rolls hers.
Where is the notes being taken?
Gad is taking
In a
his
private
own
room.
notes. He is recording his thoughts to himself in his IC private character chat as the fight progresses. Some people, knowing
that's a good
Elandir, he's
idea.
probably got a notepad file open or something, and he's taking notes there.
Dude, I'm all pen and paper, brother.
Yeah, or pen and paper,
And I'm
whatever
pissed
works
'cause now
there.
my format's all fucked up because there's no more calendar day because we're in the fucking Feywild.
Hope, can we get an initiative roll from you? I'll just do it then. Boop. Okay, there we go. Hope's got a 15, and that brings us to Veto once again somehow.
Veto's gonna step forward and decide to have some fun. And is there anything in the what's the ground look like in front of it? Is this just like dirt or something?
Yeah, just dirt, sand. It's a fighting pit.
Veto's going to grab his dagger, toss it, I don't know, in the very center of the ring here, and cast darkness on
All right.
Darkness is I'll give you a range for it.
15 foot?
Yep.
Is it 15-foot radius?
Yeah, 15 foot
That-
radius.
Oh.
I feel like that was not said last time.
For some
It is
reason,
a
I thought it was
15-foot radius?
15-foot diameter, not radius. Let
I have
me
the
real quick.
15. Darkness. Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration.
Damn.
I mean, I believe you. I'm just.
That's
I don't.
30
I
feet
feel
edge
like
to edge.
you messed that up.
Yeah. That's why I'm keeping this open here for the 15 foot, so you can measure it out. Right?
No, you're fine. I just have to. I'm updating my darkness token. There you go. By the way, while Larkoon talked, at the end of the last round, selected the new round, the full minute from that round has now elapsed. So any of those minute-long effects have now ended.
Nice, I'm not slowed anymore.
Correct.
Veto's cloak will billow dramatically.
Okay.
And I did use a spell slot for this cast, so I can see through it perfectly.
Yep.
By spell slot, I mean sorcery points.
Okay.
So I can see through it perfectly, and so I can see exactly where my dagger is.
Okay.
But no, and I will end my turn.
All right. Gad, you are up and you feel compelled to attack
You see my
Elendir.
question?
Thank you for directing my attention there. Yes. Yes, it is.
All right. So I will run straight through the darkness. I can move 40 feet, so I can move all the way up to Elendir. And as I enter the darkness, a transformation happens.
You trip over the deck.
And then, Boris, is it what I think it's going to be, or is it what someone already is?
It is what someone already is, if you would like to handle it that way.
All right. I pop out the other side of the darkness, a weregoat man.
Naturally, it is, there's only so much I can anticipate and prepare for. And as I'm sure you've put together, I did a lot of prep for this particular session. So I will work the details out later, but it is basically a mix between that stat block and why doesn't it show up there? Hang on, I have to go into a whole nother place. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up somewhere.
So should I just use the stats of what it should be?
1 second. Welcome back. I rolled initiative for you with the start of the new round. You're at 15.
Okay. And there's now a second weregoat man.
Oh, yeah. So at the beginning of the round, Gad took his... Well, Veto first threw a dagger down in the middle of the arena and cast darkness. So darkness has engulfed the center of the fighting pit. Elendir and Gad failed their wisdom saves, so they're both compelled to fight against each other. Gad charged Elendir, and while running through the darkness, has shifted into a goat man. So anyway, it's more that stat block. It's just that stat block that I just linked you needs to be treated as a lycanthrope. For now, I'm going to have you retain your armor, your hit points and armor class.
Dang it! I thought it would be like when I shift like in the other form. So I get like that health block and then I revert after.
Well, I feel like it should be,
because I'm okay with getting KO'd.
That's fine. Yeah, you get that. That's what you get.
Does he have the other wear properties where he only has?
But you are limited to those actions and shit. Like that's your.
Okay.
This is your stat block. Okay.
Does he only take damage from magical?
What's that?
Does he have the full wear properties where he only takes damage from magical?
I guess he should get the same immunities, even though those aren't technically on this stat block.
What immunities are those, sorry?
If you open up the first stat block I sent you for the word rat, take those damage immunities. I mean, this will obviously apply for the. I'll have to. I'll make a custom stat block for this, for moving forward. Again, I can only anticipate so much, and I was obviously making a puzzle thing.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I will be charging Elendir with my move charge.
Yep.
And so I will make a slam attack into him, which is
so that's a roll to hit.
D20 plus 6. This is hard now. So add 6 to this roll.
Unfortunately, I can't help you with that part.
Does a 14 hit Elendir?
It does not.
Actually, heroic inspiration. Reroll. Does a 16 hit?
A 16.
No.
No. Yeah, meter.
Nope.
Did you get more at some point?
I'm at 17. I'm looking at my character sheet.
From what?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm at 17.
Motherfucker, how did you get that +1 armor class?
I have a little special item.
A little special item. Kind of like that pickle in your pants that you just used to shift into a goat man.
You're fucking welcome.
Nimnil's probably festering up there in the stands right now.
Let
Oh,
me.
really?
Where's the other? This doesn't have any non-action or like secondary actions, right?
No bonus actions, correct.
Wait. Under actions, there's multi-attack.
Yep.
So is bite and slam their own independent act, or are they a part of multi-attack, which just happens during the turn?
They're the same action if you're
Why does he
multi-attacking.
have slam?
Did you say
He's a
multi-attack
goat
before
man.
you did the other ones?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, are they independent, or like, are they just a part of multi-attack? Like, I only have multi-attack, and then those are just.
No, I mean you
attacks
can
I have.
independently just take one attack. However, you have the goat man has multi-attack.
All right.
Yeah,
Um,
basically any
so
natural attack.
after my first slam, a second slam comes through.
All right, give us your roll to hit. You should be with the bot able to. There should be a command to like.
That misses.
All right,
And
the second
then,
slam misses.
A bite comes through at the end.
Okay,
Misses.
and Owlbear, I'm going to put you at the goat man's health by adding temp health to your normal
Gotcha.
health because that makes it easier for me. Well, no, we'll just put because I need to adjust your AC too, presumably.
Yeah, it's down a little bit.
Yeah, so
You can just
I got
save
you, I'll
a
set
new
that.
stat block and assign him a stat block and all bear.
yeah. Again, y'all always throw me
Um,
at least one surprise during a match, but it's fine. We'll the Feywild's not going to be over in one session, right? So we'll and who knows what these two fuckers will do post Feywild. So we'll cross that bridge as we get there. I'll be prepared next time. Does that
So I
conclude your
will-
turn, Gad?
End turn, yeah.
All right, so that brings us to Hope.
Wait, does
Hmm.
that do any of the crystals?
How
light up?
far is
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies, Hope. I don't mean to interrupt. As Ellendeer took those hits and did not take any damage from them, the yellow crystal lights up and begins to glow and stays lit. Okay, Hope, you're up.
how
Alright,
far
just need to make sure
is
that
Ellendeer
happened.
from me?
Ellendeer is basically directly north of you, about 35 feet.
I move 30. I would move 5 feet closer towards him.
Okay.
And let's see here.
Whoops.
I thought I was the one that hides.
Cast Sanctuary upon him. That's it.
Sanctuary is cast upon Ellendeer. With that action, the blue crystal will light up, glow for a moment, and then both it and yellow will fade back out.
Oh, no.
Hope, does that conclude your turn?
I get it now.
It's Simon said.
Yeah, that concludes my
Yeah.
turn. I get it now, though. Interesting.
You said end turn?
Don't put any
Yeah.
emotion into your.
Enter.
Oh, I get it now.
I will say for Ellendeer and Gad, I think, and this goes for everybody as long as we're in this, part of the story arc. I think you can freely communicate. Like it's not like your mind is warped into "I'm going to kill you." It's just that you can't stop
can't.
yourself from attacking, right? So, well, I know you can't, but so I think you're able to talk about what's happened. But that's open to interpretation. If you feel your mind is bent by failing that wisdom save completely, not just in terms of being compelled to attack, but to the point of like seeing red, so to speak, then that's fair. Hope that ended your turn. Yes.
Yes. the end of my
Okay, so
turn.
Nimnil is up.
Are we compelled to attack each other or just to attack?
Attack each other. You were the Larcoon said he wanted to watch you
Yeah,
two duke it out. So,
Not Larkin.
or
Larcoon, huh?
Illithris. I'm sorry. Thank you. So many archface.
So,
So many dickheads.
so Ellendir has the flask and Gad has the dickle.
No, I have
Oh,
both.
have a
yes,
flask.
Scat has the flask and the dickle.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have dark vision, so I saw Gad transform.
No,
Yes.
he can't see through. He can't see through that
He-
dark sphere.
He can.
It's magical.
Nimnil's
you
the
can
only
have
one who
both
can.
vision.
He has double sight.
Ah.
He can see through it.
I have devil sight. Yeah, sorry.
He
I
said dark vision, not devil sight.
I meant devil sight. I saw him transform.
He's just.
Gad,
it's fine.
I'm gonna shoot you with a crossbow bolt because
You can go ahead and try.
you're not giving me what I want.
Tell me what I
Oh,
want. What I really
19.
want.
Does 19 hit? You got
It
an AC
does.
at 19?
A 19
Uh-oh.
hits.
19 hits. Okay, let's see what the damage is. Come on, big damage. 8 damage. 8 damage
Gad,
on Gad.
You take 8 damage. The red crystal flares with a glow,
A
and
goatish roar erupts from what you presume to be Gad.
I
sounds
slam
about like this.
I slam my left fist down on the red button and scream, "Give me the shaft!"
Okay, so when he slams that hand down on the roll your damage there, Nimnil.
Okay, D4, rolly. I take 3 damage.
As Nimnil takes that 3 damage, the red crystal flares with energy again, but then fades back out, and a wild magic surge ripples across the arena. Everyone roll a D100.
Can my pickle amplify one of these at one point?
Oh my god.
Your pickle.
Depends on your roll.
It is my pickle.
This surge will be moderate. We've already had 2 nuisance surges, 3 nuisance surges. This is a moderate surge. Let's see. Nimnil rolls a 3. Your strength is increased by 2 for 1 day.
No. That was from the. That
I'm
was
sorry,
the
you're not
damage
in
roll.
there. You don't get it anyway. Ha.
Oh no! Hold on now. Let's not go.
Farcon
I can.
gets you gain the service of an arcane eye for 1 minute, and it does not require concentration.
Cool.
Do I also gain the same
Um,
arcane eye?
Does that mean can an arcane eye see in that darkness? Ellendir, you and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to slashing damage for 1 minute. Oh shit!
Oh damn.
Well, that removed the lycanthrope immunity, because you and all
Wait,
creatures within
repeat.
30 feet of you. Okay, so his wild magic surge, he and all creatures within 30 feet of him gain vulnerability to slashing damage for 1 minute. So that means that Gad can now take slashing damage, which he couldn't before. That was basically the one thing that Ellendir desperately needed in this fight.
You're welcome.
And that's for how long?
Veto,
6 turns?
1 minute, 6 rounds. Yep.
10 rounds.
1 minute, 10 rounds.
It's amazing when thank you. When the D100 just works perfectly
Gives
for
you exactly what you need.
yeah, like the time Nimnil
That's
walked
why
on water
chaos
when he was
magic
fighting
is
water.
so good.
Veto also gets the service of an arcane eye for 1 minute.
Is it the
Not that
same
he
eye?
needs it.
Or do we fight for the control?
No, you have different arcanas.
They're just looking at each other.
Gad immediately loses all unspent sorcery points and may not regain them until he has finished a long rest. That Doesn't matter. Hope gains the service of a phantom steed for one day. What the fuck? I mean,
Tell me
not
it
great
has
in the
meat.
arena, but hey, why not?
Grog needs to roll if you have.
Grog, yes, I need you to roll a D100.
Okay. Roll. There we go.
And then Grog, you are protected from Fey for 1 hour. Such
What does that
creatures
mean?
cannot harm you unless they succeed on a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC.
Wait,
How did that work with Archfey?
He's in the Fey Wild. How?
Such creatures cannot attack him or harm him unless they succeed on a charisma saving throw against his spell save DC. That's how it works against all Fey.
Does that
No,
count for the Arch? So
Well, he said all Fey.
Yeah, the Archfey's a
is
Fey.
he immune
I'm
to
a
all this
Fey.
then? You get to walk out?
Yeah, can I just walk out the arena
It's
then?
attack.
No, the
Is he
arena is
degoated?
clearly
Are you
heavily
sure?
enchanted, and he's not degoated. He is not. It doesn't
Yeah, but,
reverse
like,
anything or cancel out the enchantments of the arena.
But hear me out.
says
Hear me out. Right? If I run as fast as I can at the edge of the arena, right? Normally it would hurt me, but since it can't hurt me, I can just go through it, right?
You would hurt yourself.
You can certainly
It's-
try.
It's not that it hurt you; it's that you charged into a solid wall. You hurt yourself.
Oh,
What about the
man.
part that's not solid that has a shield
Okay,
by
okay.
the Fey?
So moving on. Nimnil, you took how much damage? 3.
I took
Okay,
3.
so
I put it down.
I just didn't
I'm
see it
down
on Owlbear.
I'm down to 12 from 21. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you. You're good. And does that conclude your turn there, Nimnil?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Then we're on the goat Grog. Grog goat. What are we doing there, Grog goat?
Are any of the crystals lit up?
No.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna.
Well, I don't think you can see two of them.
Come over here. Oh, I can't see Veto, so
Yeah, the center of the arena is just dark to you. You can't tell what the hell's going on in there. You don't see Veto around the arena.
alright,
You
I'm
wait,
gonna
the
move
other-
that I
Guys
can
cannot
see
see
that there's
the-
not there, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down and do nothing.
Is the darkness actually
that's my
applied to
turn.
everyone, where they can't see through it?
The only ones that can
It's
see
an
through it
orb.
are
It's a 60 diameter fucking orb of
Only
darkness.
Veto and Nimnil can see through it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Though I didn't see if the eye that Farkon has can see through it
No,
for him or
it's
not.
not. It only
It
has dark
cannot?
vision.
Okay, cool.
Think of it
Um,
as
good
like
to know.
the sphere in Las Vegas. Okay, you can't see through it.
Well,
So as the Grog goat sits down and does not do anything, does not make an offensive attack, the green crystal will light up, but only stay lit for a moment and then go back out. Elendir, you are up, and you failed that wisdom throw and are compelled to strike at the ravenous, gadly goatman in front of you.
You can tell it still has a beard. That's how you know it's me.
All right, Ellen Deer will use his longsword and slash at the goat man.
It
He
does
will
not
then
hit.
use his bonus action to disengage. And he will run into the darkness.
And
Enter.
I should have done that, Veto. Unfortunately, I don't have a great way to. And if I do it, I can't.
Oh,
I don't know how that happened.
looks like
I
an
was just
eyeball.
curious.
It does
It
look
does
like an
look
eyeball.
an eyeball.
You're welcome for that eyeball.
How did you zoom
cool.
the whole map out for everyone? What the hell?
Yeah, how
You
did you
did
do
that.
that for everyone?
I didn't do it. You did it.
Anyway, I don't have a way to make the darkness obstruct vision for only like one person.
What
I was
about
just curious if
can you do it in smoke and then hit the blind option?
But then Veto and Nimno would also be affected by it.
If you go into Clash and hit, or if you go into Smoke and Scepter, and the
30 minutes.
if you hit the blind option, doesn't it just pull out? Doesn't it blind just me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't blind. Yeah, do you in it? Veto had suggested like you make it a obstruction that people can't see through, but I can't give just him and Nimnil the ability to see through it, unfortunately. So we're slightly limited in that regard. Anyway, where were we? Did that end your turn, Ellendir?
Yeah. Oh, no, that didn't help. I hate that stupid fucking health bar.
I know. Why'd you do this?
I was trying to make myself small enough you couldn't see me. But the fucking health bar.
I could have just made you
I forget
invisible,
I don't have
damn it.
all the controls.
Oh. Interesting.
Just delete the health bar. It'll come back by itself.
It says no. Hang on. There we go. You're still tiny.
That's what she says.
Oh, man. Okay.
Man, we got 2 tiny dick jokes in this session.
That concluded your turn, Ellendir, yes?
Yeah.
Farkon, you're up.
I'm gonna go punch the goat. I'm gonna the goat.
Which goat?
The red one.
All right, give me your roll to hit on that goat.
Alright.
Okay, give me your damage.
6.
6 damage to the grog goat. You accounting for your own health there on Owlbear, buddy? What else you got for it? With they damaged the red crystal flares, but fades back out. What you got for us? What else you got for us?
Oh my god, Farcon's on
Punch
top
him
of me again?
Yes, he is.
18 to hit.
That also does hit. Yes.
I'm
Six
just
more
gonna
damage.
start.
6 more damage. Okay. So. And does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
All right. The grog goat took some hits, which brings us back to Veto. What are we doing there, Veto?
Veto is going to maintain concentration on darkness. His cloak will billow dramatically, and he will.
Even though
Not that
nobody
anyone
can see it.
No, 3 people can see it. The
Who's the
Archfey,
third?
you, and I.
Oh.
Nimno being here. You. Veto will prepare. So how do I prepare? Like, if I want to prepare a Sorcerer's Blast and to hold my action for that.
Wait, you want to ready a Sorcerer's Blast? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
I want to have a
confused?
Sorcerer's Blast at the ready.
For what? In
That's
case
what I'm trying to.
there's no one, no one's gonna pop out anywhere that you're waiting to attack. So I don't think that's really a thing you can do here.
Okay, then I will ask seeing that there is clearly something in the spectator in the hosting this arena of sorts.
Okay.
If he wishes for me to join the battle or to sit this one out.
You're asking the Archfey if you should join?
Yeah, if he wants to see some more
By all means. In fact, let's make this fight interesting. And he waves his hand. Elendir, something about the weight of the blade in your hand has changed. But you can't fucking see anything. Does that conclude your turn, Veto?
You know what? I'm gonna blast someone with Swordfish first, but I don't know who. I'm blasting Farkon for hitting my pet goat.
Shoot Nimnil.
No,
Yeah.
you're hitting.
All right.
You try to punch my goat. Oh,
Give me your roll
Sorry.
to hit on Farkon.
I meant to roll that with advantage, so let's roll
These
second one.
spectators are getting a show. I tell you what.
So
They
23.
picked
Does
the
that hit?
right group of people to capture.
Yes, a 23 does hit Farkon.
4 in.
All right.
Fuck.
The red crystal will flare with power, but then dim out. Farkon, you take 4 points of damage. Does
That
that
ends
conclude your turn, Veto?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure Grog could. I'll wait till my turn. Oh wait.
Goatman Gad.
Goatman Gad hears the crackle of energy as something is attacked behind him, turns around 180, and fully runs / is looking to. Let me find the actual wording of this. I'm going to charge blindly into the dark, straight forward until I hit something, and then I will multi-attack it.
Okay.
Oh, Farkon.
Yep.
Damn. That's
Yep.
too bad.
So slam that
Hey, Goat.
Farkon with your charge.
A goat man comes out of nowhere and slams you. Attempts to, does not.
Yep, it's a failed slam.
He
However,
backs up.
as Farkon absorbs that hit, the yellow crystal will light up and stay aglow.
And so he'll stumble back, rear back, go to charge again. That one, dude, what is with these rolls?
Jesus. I'm
Grog,
just that.
Grog
I'm
while
flipping.
Why are
doing this,
you-
just starts yelling at Gad in goat voice. Ah! Ah! It just
Do
keeps
I
yelling
understand
at
him because I'm a goat?
That's a good question.
That is
Are
a
you
good
a-
question. Can
A
he understand
trollkin.
me? Can someone fucking understand me?
They don't understand animals. They understand
Fucking Goat
trollkin.
Grog has almost figured out this entire puzzle.
I don't think that there's oh, is Trollkin the language?
Yeah, trollkin, giant, and common.
Oh,
Why the
you're just
fuck would I
reading the
know
languages of
giant?
the Goatman. Okay. Yeah, you cannot you just hear a goat screaming at you.
All
You
right.
get one more attack if you multi-attack.
And I have to attack the same target with multi-attack, right? I can't attack the goat because it started screaming at me? Or is that DM's discretion?
No,
nothing
you can-
says it has to be the same target.
Yeah, you can multi-attack.
Oh
you
my
can
god.
attack different things.
Yeah.
Just like your regular attack.
So distracted by the screaming of the goat man will turn and go to bite the neck of the goat.
Oh my god.
All right. Give us your roll to
I
hit
dodged
on the goat.
I dodged this.
Please roll
Can I
another
like?
one.
You're lucky, dude.
The goat man fails to bite the goat.
Well, actually, does he have a
That's
DC higher than
plus
14?
4.
Can I take
It's
an attack?
No, plus 6. Right?
it's not plus 4. It's plus
Oh,
6.
it's 8 plus 6. Okay. He still doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't take the hit. I'm sorry.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah, that grog goat is something. He's something different.
14
And
against 15 AC.
Frustrated that he has not been able to land a single hit, the goat man will scream out in rage.
All right.
And
I
turn.
will scream out in response.
Hope, are you still with us over there? Hope? Yeah, we hear you
Yeah.
now.
Be
It
quiet.
is your turn. Everything Elendir disappeared into the darkness. Veto has
Yeah.
been in that darkness. The Grog Goat, the Gad, and the Farcon are all kind of like duking it out with each other in the southwest corner. You can kind of see the centaur butt of that scuffle happening around the edge of the darkness to your west there.
Okay. Let's see here.
And the only thing lit up is yellow.
Where is? So who is outside of the darkness that I can see?
You
It's
can
my
only
butt.
really see Farcon,
You don't see my butt.
but Farcon's clearly engaged in a scuffle over there with something. There's something happening. That centaur butt's wiggling around a lot. You know, you just heard a crazy
Who
scream of rage from a
Go.
you know,
Guttural goat yell.
yeah. After another goat screamed at it, there's something going on over there with Farcon. If you move like 5 feet south, you'll be able to see everything.
Just back up a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take a step back.
Yeah, you can almost see what's happening. It's just
Isn't-
slightly
isn't she
out
in
of
the
your.
air still?
You can definitely hear it
No.
happen.
No. When the new fight started, everyone resumed their original places in the arena. What you got for us there, Hope?
We cannot hear you if you're trying to say anything.
Yeah, if you're trying to talk again, we're not hearing you.
Oh shit.
Now we hear you. You doing all
Sorry
right
about
there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Things been messing up. My bad. Fuck it. I am going to.
What is that sound?
I don't know. Veto's like chirping. He's
Oh.
trying to talk to the crickets or something.
Yep.
I am going
Yeah.
to
I didn't realize this.
cast. Let's see, can we get that thing lit up there? Oh, no, because she wouldn't want to do that since she's not compelled anymore. Okay. Intern for her.
All right. As Hope ends her turn and does nothing, the green crystal will glow for a moment, and then both it and the yellow crystal will fade out. Nimnil, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the crossbow at Gad again.
Well, you
Do I
can't
get
see
advantage?
Gad.
Because
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you
You
can.
can
I'm
see
sorry. I'm dumb.
so does he get disadvantage because his back is facing towards me?
He's not
Yes,
in
Robert,
darkness.
you
He's
get
not blinded.
disadvantage.
I don't think that gives disadvantage.
No.
So I got a 17 to hit.
That's a
I see a
seven.
7.
Damage is gonna be 24.
So
Shut up.
as nothing happens from that crossbow blast, the yellow crystal, due to do you guys know? The yellow crystal lights up and glows and stays lit. Does that conclude your turn, Nimnil?
Can I pull the hammer out of the backpack?
You could try, but you've spent your action. I don't know what you think you're gonna do with it.
Fine. I close my eyes and I'm gonna do a IC solo chat with you. End turn.
Ooh,
Okay.
sounds sexy.
He's gonna ERP me. ERP the DM to try and actually get a hammer out of his bag instead of a snake.
It's like he grabs the pickle. There
I
is
grab-
no pickle.
I grab
He
your
grabs
snake
the
instead of the
pickle.
crowbar. All right, that's enough of that. Grog Goat, you're up.
What crystals are currently
Yellow.
Only yellow.
yellow? I'm going to attack Farcon. I'm going to beat the fucking living shit out of him, and all while yelling at him the entire time in his face. I'm just gonna. Can I use multi-attack twice now since I'm not slowed?
No, it's not a bonus action. It's an action.
Oh, okay. Okay, well I'm gonna ram him first.
All right.
I'm gonna
Give us your roll
cry.
to hit. The Fey audience is just
That
losing
hits.
it, by the way, with this display.
And I
damn.
hit for 12.
You actually do manage to hit Farcon, and you do hit for 12. And with it, the red crystal will light up a glow and stay lit, along with yellow.
A happy snort comes from the goat man.
And
He's half
then
delusional in this form, but he's holding it together and pleased. Sorry,
I'm
Grog.
going
What's
to-
that?
ram him again.
All right. That
Oh.
ram.
Miss.
Well, you can't double ram, sir. If I'm remembering your
No,
business
ram and
correctly.
bite.
Oh well, then I'll bite.
Ram and bite.
I like that hit anyway. Cool. It's only for 5 damage, but that's fine. Fine.
All right. And so Farcon takes 5 more points of damage.
Why does it still show him at 100% health? Come on now.
No, I'm doing the math in Beyond.
Take that damage. Yeah. That's what I like to see. That's what you get for picking on little old goat me, okay? You big old horse.
You're the one
fuck.
that started it.
Does
Yeah,
that
you
conclude
tried
your
stealing
turn?
my mushrooms.
Does that conclude your
Yeah,
turn,
Hold
Grog
the whole
Goat?
time I'm having this conversation, neighing at this fucking dude. He knows what I'm saying.
Does that conclude your turn, Grog Goat?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Ellendeer, you are up. Would you like me to unhide you or just leave you there?
Yeah, I'll take my shit back.
I'm gonna
There you go,
fucking
sir.
put Farcon down so he doesn't attack me next
All right,
round.
hearing all the noise, Elder will poke his head out. He'll look down to his hand for a second to see what happened there.
Your blade has become silvered.
Okay.
Not that it would
Which
matter
blade?
because I'm immune to.
I have many
or not,
blades.
not
Which
immune
blade
to
is it?
slashing anymore.
He never had slashing damage.
He had a blade.
It's piercing.
Yeah.
Seeing that Gad is engaged with these two, he will come up behind Gad and he will attack with his short sword. The silvered short sword.
Is it a dagger or a short sword? What do you have right now? What is silvered?
My short sword. I don't know. He said blade, so which blade is it?
Your micro soul.
Micro. Something.
Waiting for DM.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Which blade of his is silvered? His dagger or his short sword?
I think it was just short sword.
Yeah, I think it's short sword.
Okay. The 15 hit.
It
Hit.
does. Yeah, you guys can basically manage your own fight. You don't need me.
And that will be 7 points of damage.
All right. 7 points of damage to the workout Gad.
Ellendeer will use his bonus action to disengage and slip back into the dark.
That cheeky bastard.
That
Wait,
helpful.
are my arms still out?
I don't. When did your arms came out? Like
Last fight when
before
when
the
I was
first
fighting-
fight? Did they come out during the last fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't think
they
if they
came
were
out
out in the last fight, they are no longer out. Is how allowable.
Okay, so they got reset.
Yeah.
Also,
Even though
did
they
I see
last
the
10
way?
minutes? But yeah, okay, gotcha.
Did I see the way
Good to know.
Elendil went when he disappeared in?
He changed
Which way
direction
was
once he
running?
went to the darkness.
I don't know that.
I'm just letting.
You saw the way he went when he. Well, no, your back is. You're fighting a
I
centaur
mean, he
and a
would have
goat.
drew my attention by stabbing me in the fucking back. I would have looked.
I mean,
at
you
what
know,
was
he darted
stabbing
back
me.
into the darkness behind you. I think the direction's probably a little vague, but
All
you can
right.
certainly try for it.
I can't remember where I am.
Did you just you just keep vanishing yourself?
I am
Yes.
hiding him essentially.
Gotcha.
All right, so that ends your turn, Elendil.
Yes.
Farcon is up.
Okay, I'm popping my arms.
All right.
As I can.
What damage
Popping your
check do
arms
your
like,
arms do? Force.
Henry
Yes.
Cavill does.
Archon has
So-
arms now. He didn't have arms before.
I have magical arms now. You both need to dex save of 13.
All right.
Still punching my goat.
I get a
Dex save.
+2 to that.
It's like I save.
Nope. Fail.
Eight damage.
I look at Farcon
Negated.
defiantly.
I'm immune to all non-magical attacks that aren't silvered.
It's magical. It's force damage.
Is
Is it silvered?
force isn't magical though.
But my arms are magical.
I thought force damage was magical damage. It's not like it's bludgeoning.
Yeah, force is
And I
magical.
damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. How much damage was it?
8.
Ace wizards.
In the future, the person who did the damage should say the damage, not overlap.
And then I'm gonna punch the goat.
With the
And-
damage, the red crystal lights up, and it is already lit. It pulses and stays lit. Everything stays lit. I don't think I missed anything.
Everyone needs to take their
I'm
turn so I
done.
can put Farcon down.
All right, Farcon does not make contact with the goat. And with his failure to damage the goat, the yellow crystal pulses with light, and both crystals go out. That brings us to Veto.
Fucking. Not just like fucking screams.
We got to
Veto
move fast.
will-
Elendil gave us a few extra minutes, but this is essentially the last round for tonight. Veto, you're
Veto
up.
will maintain concentration on the dark.
All right.
Seeing as how Gad is now attacking his goat, he's going to blast Gad with Sorcerer's Burst.
All right. Give us your roll to hit.
And the crowd goes wild.
20.
They're losing their mind.
Hit.
That hits.
For 1 damage.
Gad, you take a single point of damage. The red crystal lights up but goes back out.
Crowd
You
taking
got
off
anything-
their shirts and using them as whipping towels.
You got anything else there, Veto?
No, that's
All right, that brings us to Gad. What are you doing, buddy?
I will trigger attack of opportunity as I move.
So
I
both
would
take that.
Farcon and Groggoat get attacks of opportunity on Gad.
Wait,
as he
actually, no.
turns.
I'm not gonna take it. No, I'm not gonna take it.
All right.
Did he? Wait, did he hit me? Did he actually hit me? I can't remember.
I never landed damage on you.
He tried to bite you.
I missed.
Farcon swings but misses.
I'm gonna bite his
Um,
ankle.
You already said you didn't attack me. You can't retcon.
Well, he misses too. And the yellow crystal, with Gad sustaining the hits, the yellow crystal lights up and
We got it.
stays lit. What else you got for us, Gad?
He will charge in the exact direction he got blasted from through the darkness.
All right. Give us your slam.
At
Let's see
disadvantage.
here.
At disadvantage, yes, that's true.
All right, so the worst roll was 9 plus 6, 15.
15 does not hit a Veto.
All right, second slam coming in.
At disadvantage.
Does not hit. All right,
All right.
bite attack coming in. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Man, fuck all you guys.
That motherfucker has an AC of 19, and he doesn't even have his special stuff up to make it higher.
I have darkness
He's-
on. That's
He's a bitch.
And
yeah,
I
he's
don't run into
concentrating on
any.
darkness right
I
now.
don't run into anyone on my way into.
No,
him.
you did not.
Okay.
You just went
Yeah.
straight into him. If there had been somebody else there, you would have hit them. That brings us. Are you done?
Yep, end turn.
All right, Hope. Last turn of the night here. What you got for us?
What? Oh, Harlan.
after Hope, Nimno, Grog, and Purple will have an action, and then
Hope, if you're talking, we're
Hope.
not hearing you, buddy.
Where are
Oh,
you,
you passed
Hope?
out.
I mean, it's late. He might have passed out. He sounded awake on the last round, though.
He did.
Hope, we're losing all hope.
3, 2.
All right. Well, Hope will kind of, I guess, meditate and ponder on what's happening, which will cause the
Comes back, she can do a turn after Farkon.
which will cause the green crystal to light up and flare with power, and both crystals will go out, which brings us to Nimnil.
Yay! I am currently sitting there with my head down and my eyes closed, twitching frustratedly and looking quite upset and angry.
All right. You're gonna. All right. That's all you want.
That is what I'm going to do for the rest of the party that they see me. But as far as the DM is concerned, check the individual solo RP.
All right. I'll look back there in a
That is-
minute. Goat Grog, you're up.
I am attacking Farkon. I am going to ram him.
I mean, these two really have it out for each other.
17.
No.
That does not hit a Farcon.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit.
Nope.
That also definitely does not hit a Farcon. However, as Farcon sustains those hits, the yellow crystal lights up and glows again and stays lit. Does that conclude your turn, Grog?
But... Can I do anything else?
I don't know. Do you
No.
have bonus actions available?
Can I? I'm gonna continue to scream in his fucking face.
All right, you can certainly do that.
And go frustratedly.
I mean, you could use
Oh.
tremor sense and sense where people are in the darkness, but yeah, that's irrelevant to you right now. So that ends your turn. That brings us to Elandir. You're up, sir.
Could you unhide me, please?
Yep.
Oh. Elender can't see in the dark. He has no idea what's happening. North of him, he's gonna look for the goat man. He's gonna head out here. See no goat man. Seeing an ally being attacked, he will go after the weird goat.
All right.
And he will.
Everyone
And he
attacking.
will. And he will the 19 hit.
A 19 does hit the Grog Goat.
That would be 14 points of damage.
Damn. 14 points of damage on the Grog Goat. The red crystal flares with light and lights up and stays lit. Along with yellow and red.
Alright, Elendil will disengage and go back into the darkness.
All right.
Better disappear.
Let's see. That brings us to Farcon.
Gonna punch you the goat.
Take your best shot.
19.
All right. That hits the goat.
8.
Puny damage.
8 damage to the Grog Goat.
Flurry of blows.
The red crystal flares, by the way, but stays lit. Along with yellow. Flurry of blows hits.
6.
6 more damage to the Grog Goat. Once again, the
18.
red crystal flares but stays lit. 18 hits on the second flurry of blows.
7.
7 more damage to the Grog Goat.
Oh my god.
This poor goat.
I'm just trying to
You guys
fucking
heard my
let him-
goat?
Just trying to save us, and Barkrine's just beating the fuck out of me. If only I could figure out a way to talk to y'all.
If only I had my spell slots and could cast Speak with Animals.
I'm done.
All
And
right,
that's
that
night.
concludes Farcon's turn, which brings us back to the top of round 4. However, we are at time for tonight, and we are off next week, unfortunately.
Oh.
When we resume in 2 weeks, it'll be mid fight, obviously. But the good news is y'all have 2 weeks to plot your way out of this situation, I suppose. So there's that.
One health. One
And we
health.
have two lit up right now.
Yeah, what else?
Blue, which is oh. We're so close. We're so close to letting him up. All right. You guys have a good night. See you.
Have a good night, brother. Good session, everybody.
You
Yes.
too. It's
Good
fun,
job.
Cool
guys.
with that.